woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on team. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record that's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. She runs everybody off and we, you know, it's Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
I was born with a golden spoon. I inherited the ability. I inherited the money. I inherited the God-given best looks in the world today. And with this, I dress myself in cashmere. I dress myself in $100 pleated slacks. I dress myself in alligator shoes. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, the biggest house on the biggest deal. Yeah, we don't care. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying. Son of a gun, son of a gun. The biggest star of them all. It costs a lot of money to bring the real world champion on location. Only in Arnie and Ricky. We do it better than everybody else. Don't wrap me up. No. Girls, why Why don't you give it to him one more time? That's who's standing here today. The world heavyweight champion. Get ready. Woo! I dress myself in cashmere. I dress myself in $100 pleated slacks. I dress myself in alligator shoes. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, that thing is house. I'm a thing is still. Yeah, we don't care. I got Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royce, that thing is house. I'm a thing is still. Yeah, we don't care. I am Ric Flair.
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Feels like forever.
It does.
It's like it has been forever. It's like 5 days since we did a ClusterF. I may have adjusted those headphones.
Mine feel like they're not mine.
Mine weren't even here. I didn't know where they were. They were over there.
So everybody's working.
Yeah, they're working.
Everything fine? Okay.
Yep.
I was doing some TikToking in here.
Yeah. Mine wasn't blasted to the max either.
Just
I
like
hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had a great Thanksgiving over here. Had a good time.
Yep.
I get a lot of negative shit on my list over here today.
I'm trying to stay positive.
I
man. We're trying to
know,
stay
man.
positive,
Like
buddy.
just watching the Bucks game, like some of the commercials, just like drove me borderline fucking insane.
What were the commercials?
There was one. It was just like these two uppity bitches, and they're like talking about how they do staycations.
Oh, I saw that.
And I was telling Lauren, I was like, "Is this a fucking joke?" I was like, "Is this for real?" And then the commercial just ended, and I was like, "Oh, there's no punchline. There's no joke."
You
This
mean
was
like they
fucking
want people to stay home, so they're pushing that agenda?
No, they're
Or
they're pushing. You go and rent,
Yep.
for the weekend, a $2,000 hotel, and you don't leave the room.
Yeah. A hotel
A
staycation.
staycation. You go and you just.
Why don't you
fucking-
just stay home?
Why don't you just fucking stay home? They're pushing. Go to a hotel, bring your fucking Netflix, and don't leave the fucking room.
Oh, was
just
it a-
stay the fuck home.
Oh, you get room service at the hotel, buddy. Room service all weekend long.
It's so expensive
Oh, but-
and meaningless. I just couldn't fucking take it. And then there's another. There's another.
But on that one you're talking about,
Yes.
there was a punchline at the end. They're like twins, and they look like twins
Little
or something.
twins
These
or-
two uppity bitches, and
Uppity
and
bitches.
They're like talking, blah, blah, blah. And the one goes, but talking about staying at the hotel. She goes, but that's not a staycation. And the other one goes, it is if you stay in your room. That's the punchline, Trace.
It wasn't a punchline.
Oh, this is like you said, real uppity bitches, like just so privileged, and it was
Is
gross.
that a real thing people are doing? Is going?
No, they're
I'm
trying
gonna-
they're trying to make
I'm
it.
gonna gonna go to fucking what, Brazil or what? Just
What
fucking
was-
Iceland and fucking sit in my room the whole time and spend $2,000 on doing nothing.
What was the commercial for?
I don't-
That's the
yeah,
question.
that's the question.
Staycations. They didn't even probably.
Was it a
fucking-
Netflix
Probably a
commercial?
fucking BlackRock commercial trying to fucking brainwash
Fucking Black-
everybody into
For
fucking.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but if it was for Netflix, of course, they want people to stay home and watch Netflix. But I don't know what it was
Oh, there's
for.
a Heineken commercial that's the opposite, I believe. It's like stop being a fucking fizz and get off your ass and go drink some fucking Heineken at the
Yeah,
bar.
I've heard that. See, but that's what this is. People aren't going. They're not renting as many hotel rooms because everybody's staying at their house. Here you go.
It's only 15 seconds. This must be.
I don't know.
It can't be 15
It
seconds.
seemed a lot
right?
longer.
It
than
was.
that.
It felt
This
like
might be the
40.
the short version.
So about once a year, we treat ourselves to a staycation. We booked a trip on Chase Travel to stay at the Surrey Hotel on New York's Upper East Side. Part of the Edit, which is a handpicked collection of luxury.
I can't.
That said by the Foster sisters.
Oh, the Foster.
I don't know what that is.
Foster
Does that mean
sisters.
They're
something?
probably some online bitch.
They're probably some rich girls that
TikTok
I know
in
there's
their
a couple.
fucking room
There's a couple of
service.
girls that
They're TikToking their room service.
Oh my
Goldie
God.
Hawn's daughter's good friends with. I'm feeling like that's
Oh,
them. And their dad was somebody, their stepdad or something.
Would you say the Fosters? Okay, well, I'll Google them in a second. Listen, you back
I'll
on
tell you
style
who they
because I got so much vocal fry. They're just like, steak.
room service.
On Chase Travel to stay at the
Yeah,
Surrey
that-
Hotel on New
that's
York's
who
Upper
they
East
are.
Side. Part of the Edit, which is a hand-picked collection of luxury hotels. We ordered room service every day we stayed. Yep, room upgrade, $500 Edit credit. Why would we leave?
That was a shorter
Credit card
that was a
deal.
shorter version.
I don't want to see any more.
So now they're trying to get anything they can to get people to just go do something.
Just spend money on useless bullshit.
I did see a good commercial though, Trace.
Did you? I did too. I can't.
Let me see if I can find it.
What is it? What is it about? I did see a good one.
Oh, where
So
the
yeah,
F is it?
their dad is renowned music producer David Foster, and then he went on to marry I think one of the Hadid lady, the mom or
Honey
something
Boo Boo?
once, and
You're talking
all this.
foreign language to me. I
Yeah.
don't know none of those people.
You do.
Didn't Honey Boo Boo
I
die?
You know Gigi and Bella Hadid, the models.
I know the name.
You know their names.
I know their names.
Yeah.
I do.
Their dad went on to marry their mom, and he's whatever, a music producer, and they're
There's some
best friends with Goldie Hawn's daughter.
super
whatever her name
privileged
is.
bitches who never
Yes.
worked a day in their
Yes.
life.
Yes.
And you have staycations.
Just I don't fucking nothing.
I thought this. You ever see the commercials with Eli Manning? Like they got the ones
Yeah.
with Danny DeVito. He's terrible. He's so
Who's
bad.
terrible?
Eli Manning.
But it's almost good how bad. It's
Oh,
like they
he's-
put him in because of how bad he
It's
is.
so bad. He cannot deliver a line. Baker Mayfield can deliver a line. This is a pretty good commercial. Bradley Cooper and Baker Mayfield.
Hey, Baker, what about killing that whole let Baker bake thing?
That's what I do. I bake.
You don't get it. A lot of people are saying that football's just selling food.
Hey, Baker, show the guys your new celebration.
Put it in the oven?
Yeah, put it in the
No, Baker, don't put it in the oven.
Oh, I'm putting it in the oven.
Don't put it in the oven. No, don't shake off the heat. No, do not close the oven door. That's how the conspiracy theorists went.
Come on. Nobody seriously thinks I'm out here selling.
Bread! When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
I think that's a pretty good ad. I've seen,
Yeah, that's
I've seen
good.
several of the Uber Eats ads, and they all end like that with the food. It's pretty fun. I think Baker's really good in this. I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
it
he
again. I actually laughed when I saw it.
Hey, Baker, what about killing that whole let Baker bake thing?
That's what I do. I bake.
You don't get it. A lot of people are saying that football's just selling food.
Hey, Baker, show the guys your new celebration.
Put it in the oven?
Yeah, put it in the oven.
No, Baker, don't put it in the oven.
Oh, I'm putting it in the oven.
Don't put it in the oven. No, don't shake off the heat. No, do not close the oven door. That's how the
Shake
conspiracy
off the
theorists went.
heat. I like
Come on.
that.
Nobody seriously thinks I'm out here selling.
Bread! When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
I was broiling some food yesterday. Had to shake off the heat.
You could be in a commercial, Trace.
Oh,
It's hot.
I'm putting it in the oven.
We started to have a hype train. A lot of people resubbing.
You know, when
Going in-
sometimes we're on a roll at the beginning and we got a lot of shit to talk about. Just because we're not, mentioning the hype train doesn't mean you shouldn't continue it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you got to stop the hype train. We need a Monday
See,
morning
but
hype train.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. See, that's
Just
the
keep
problem.
cheering while we give you great content.
That's the problem. People can't focus on two things at once, Trace. Our content is so good they forget to cheer.
Man, that's what it
See,
is.
we just have to stop it. That's what we do. We go on a hype train strike.
Strike!
And we just sit here.
Shut the fuck up.
So if we don't get
What do you do, Trace, when you get on a hype train?
Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up. We just sit here
Shut the fuck
until
up.
we get level 8.
I couldn't do it. I don't think I could take more than 1 second of dead air. I just can't.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Go in another direction. Subscribe for 66 months.
Kevin JK says Trace just wants to get hard.
Dave Primavera, 19 months. Terrestrial Mac, 51 months. Sean Raz, 75 months.
Sean Raz,
He's also-
thank you.
He's also gifted his 220th sub to the chat. Thank you, Sean
Very
Raz.
nice.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I also. Oh,
Sorry, it's 35% off gifted subs. 4 hours left to gift 35% off gifted subs. Get in there, and don't forget to give on
Get in
PayPal
there.
too. You can give on PayPal if you'd rather. I'll be monitoring it
PayPal is a for the value for you.
for you.
PayPal's the best way to go.
It is. I think it is.
I think you get way more bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw a Hyundai Sonata commercial that drove me pretty crazy. It was all about the price. You should hear about the price of the new Hyundai Sonata. The price is the whole commercial. It's about the price. Do you know what the price is?
They don't tell you but the price.
They whispered it in the fucking guy's ear.
Hey, I just got a Hyundai Sonata for, and they
You're like-
zoom off like they do a trace burnout out of
Yeah,
there.
Trace
Burnout.
Burnout. Hey, you want to hear the price? Skirt! No, we don't get to hear it because it's fucking ridiculously expensive, and we won't give the price away because
Right.
even if you're trying to come in here, we're going to try and scam you out of more money than what you thought it was.
Yeah.
Didn't you see the commercial though, Trace? The price is so low.
So low.
That you can't even. They have to whisper.
They gotta
because they
whisper.
feel as if they're committing a crime.
Yeah.
It's like that's a stupid.
They are committing a crime. It's just not the crime they're portraying.
The dealership's committing the crime.
They said the average car now is like $42,000.
Yeah, it's like a house, man.
Remember we
Like,
bought a what was that car? Those cars we used to buy, a Saturn
Saturn.
for
How
like
old-
$12,000.
It was
A
$12,000.
brand new Saturn.
How old am I? Like,
Brand
why
new.
do I keep saying like back in my day?
That's what I'm
used to
saying.
be able to get a house for $42,000.
Yeah, people used to say back in the day, and they meant 30, 40 years ago. Now it's 5-10 years ago. It was back
I
in the
do
day.
remember looking at a trailer when I was, 19, 20, maybe 21 years old for $60,000 and standing in that yard like, oh, $60,000, just a little bit too much to pay for this trailer.
Some trailers it is a little too much.
And now that trailer's going for $500,000.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we were pricing houses out here, and you could get a brand new, not a huge house, but you get a nice brand new house here on about 1 acre for $115,000. And now that seems like for
Insanity.
$115,000, you get a slum. You
Yeah,
get some
it's a big fixer-upper.
fixer-upper for $115,000. You
I
get
mean,
nothing.
I've seen people buy houses for $900,000 and they gut it. Like a $900,000 house is a fixer-upper.
Is that the owner of BlackRock? Every person I see him, I'm like, that must be the owner of BlackRock. Everybody's the owner of Black. Everybody's making $1 billion a year and can just buy a fucking house for.
But
A couple miles down the road, somebody bought a house, and it was the nicest house on the road, but everything around it's just a normal house. I don't know why they built such a big house on this one road, and they someone from up north bought it. Someone from New York bought it for I think $800,000 or $900,000. First thing I saw was a dumpster at the front door. I'm like, they're fucking gutting that house, will they?
Get it.
For after they just bought it for that price, and then they put a whole new tile roof on it. That probably cost them $400,000.
It ain't cheap.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
You know what it is? And you know this firsthand. They've allowed so many people, all these people from other countries, all the rich people come here. We get the trash across the border, but legally we get the rich people, and they scoop up our real estate because they're rich, and then that makes it for the average American. Everything just goes up and up, and that's not cool.
That's not the way it
shouldn't
should
be
be.
allowed. You should be going.
Not the way it should be.
We're not going to let It's great for the real estate market, but it's terrible for the average American, which is what usually our policies are.
And is it good to give your country away? I don't think it is.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
not.
No other country wants to do that, but we are. And I've been seeing a lot of Indian people from India in getting into our government, and I thought, I bet they're they probably, they communicate a little better and stick together. They're allowed to stick together. White people aren't.
Yep.
But they stick together a little more. And told him, I said, they're probably telling each other, run, we got a big community here. Run for their government. They could probably take over our government in the next 15 years.
We're
and I think they might
bringing
be.
those people over. It's like a genius scholarship or something. We get all the smartest people from India and we bring them over here, and those are our doctors and stuff because nobody can afford to go to school here.
Well, I think a lot of them. I think the program has been scammed, and now they're infiltrating. I think there's got to be something where people are making money by hiring foreign workers. You know how the government works. We're getting replaced by foreign workers.
Yeah.
Donna knows, but you call the DOT. You're not going to get anyone who's from America.
I pointed out all the time to him. I'm like, there's another Indian. There's another Indian in the government. And I don't have anything against people from India. I got nothing against them, Not trying to be a hater on them. I'm just saying we're giving our country away, and it seems like somebody could easily do that, because if they kept running for, local offices, which I see them doing, and they got a pretty good Indian, population, they're all going to go out and vote for them, and pretty soon you'll be like,
how did
our government become Indian? And
that's what I think in Ireland that the prime minister, was Muslim or Indian. I can't remember which one it was, but it's like, how does that happen in Ireland? Because they're like us; they don't go out and vote, but the other people do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so weird. All these countries you've heard of, growing up, that are better, could be better than America, have all seemed to try to ruin themselves. Like Ireland, you always hear, that's a pretty decent country, and all these, and they're the same ones that are letting all these foreign like prisoners and shit into their country and purposely trying to ruin their country that they've made so well.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense to me.
Pretty soon they're going to start passing some laws, and eventually they're going to pass a law where you don't have to be born here to be the president. I mean, they're going to have to. What if a bunch of Indians become, and get into our government and they pass the law? Then they can pass the law that
I
says...
think it sounds like she has something against it.
Well, you're wrong. You're wrong.
She said she didn't,
How
but
does
it
it sound?
sounded real.
Does it sound like it?
Like
I mean,
she hates Indian people.
No, it could be anybody. I mean, it's just...
Anybody but Americans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are in America, right?
I agree with you,
Well,
babe.
then quit trying to make me look like that.
It's maybe just the way you said with a bunch of Indians.
A bunch of Indians. What else do I call them?
I don't know. When you say a bunch of filthy
or
Indians.
I didn't say that. Or I could say a bunch of foreigners. It'll sound the same. I just noticed that a lot of people from India are, and what if shut the fuck. Okay, I'll just shut up then.
No, I agree with you.
No, you don't.
I do agree with you. I want to keep America, America.
I'm just saying. What if they go in and pass a law to where you don't have to be born in America to be the president? Then we're just going to be another country, a different country. I mean, Florida's already, not Florida anymore.
No, boo, Florida sucks.
Florida
now.
used to be
Florida
cool.
sucks now. Don't come.
It does suck.
Sucks ass.
Oh, yeah. You're okay with that.
A bunch of old white people moving to Florida. That's the problem.
A bunch of dirtbags.
Bunch of dirtbags.
Every low life in the country moving to Florida for some reason. Sucks ass.
Yep. All these fucking dirtbags bringing all their riffraff with them.
The dirtbags and the riffraff.
Yeah, I mean, they're bringing all their troubled family members with them, too. It's like, we don't want all your fucking crime down here. That's all it is. It's just like crime, constant. You know what else I see a lot of on Facebook? Missing, like, runaways. It's like, that is like every day now. There's this, it's like, what, they bring down all these people and their kids hate them and they all run away? I don't know. They're just always, Pasco County Sheriff's always looking for somebody now. Some, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, they're all always missing. I mean, they end up finding them, I think, but which means they're just running away.
Why don't you contact
with that?
Matt the welder and ask him who are all these people moving down here, and what's the deal? Why is there so much riffraff? Because they're getting some kind of Section 8 from the government. The whole housing industry is a complete scam run through the government, which is entirely possible.
Could be.
Yeah.
Matt the welder get to the bottom of that.
Maybe.
He would.
Where are all these people coming from?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to offend anybody if I say that we
Florida.
did go to the worst bar that's ever been opened in the world, right? Like,
No, he didn't go to the second bar.
you were wrong. You're wrong.
I mean, I had to just get out of that whole situation. You guys were like, let's go to a second bar. I'm like, after this one, like, I'm done. Like, what, did you go to a better bar?
Well, I mean, for me, the first bar was fine.
Yeah.
Other than the band was not my cup of tea at all.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the whole deal. Why you're right there in front of the band. The whole deal is the band, and they're singing this Sha Na Na 1950s My Little Runaway.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. And I'm like, how old do you have to be listening to 1950s music? You got to be in your 80s.
However old Lauren is. But even after, even though she likes that type of music, after like an hour, she's like, all right, I can't even take this shit no more.
Plus, like that one guy's thinking like this. It's like, man.
I don't even remember there being music. I didn't even.
Trace hated the place so much.
I didn't even perceive that as music.
Trace left and walked down a couple blocks away to get some food.
And then the female singer, I don't have a problem with female singers unless they're singing Elvis Presley. I'm just like, you're not really pulling that off. I mean, it's hard for a guy to pull off the Elvis Presley.
It is.
And you're a woman trying to pull off Elvis Presley. Plus, I don't really want to hear Elvis Presley anymore.
He was a couple years ago.
He rose to fame in the late 50s. We're talking about getting close to 100 years ago. It's like a long-ass time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, if some of the people in there were kind of old, so they were kind of playing to their...
Oh, they weren't
It was-
how old
No,
you gotta
some were.
be?
They started in their 50s or 40s. There were some people, and then there was a whole couple tables of people in their 70s. So, I mean, I liked some of the songs. We could, but they weren't like, I don't know, get you up and going type songs.
They did play One Tom's Petty song. And
They won Tom
everybody was
Petty.
like,
I was
"Oh
like,
my
that's the
God."
closest you're gonna get to our music.
I mean, I've been to a rave one time, and like you said, they played a good song that everybody liked. At the rave, they played like one, All American Rejects or like some, 90s song, and everybody went crazy. And they were like, all right, and that. And they went back to that for, 8 more hours. I was like, everybody seemed to like
Did you see what people really liked?
Yeah, it's obviously a government conspiracy trace. There's no other explanation.
There's not.
People were... Everybody's singing along and stuff to the songs because everybody knew them. But not my cup of tea.
Me and Lauren been watching. Did a lot of watching Cops this weekend. It's
Pretty exciting weekend.
Yeah, no, I was the sickest. Not that sick, but it was just for like the longest time that ever existed in the world. Like, I was sick for like 7 days or something. Feeling kind of shitty.
Mm-hmm.
And that just fucking blew, man. I've never.
You finally better?
I'm pretty good. I'm like 90% better.
Yeah, I didn't get it bad at all.
So
incredible,
weird.
my incredible immune system.
Incredible.
I say that and I'll be sick as a dog.
Yeah,
next week.
that always happens.
It always says that. I never get sick. I never get sick.
Yeah, that bar was. I just couldn't.
But the bar was fine.
I couldn't understand the concept of the place. Like, how do they make their? They didn't even sell liquor, which is how most bars make their money. They had a cooler full of beer. Like that was their whole concept of their bar. It was a band and a
it was a cool, just like a
stand up,
yeah.
refrigerator type deal, full of beer and a couple of kegs.
Are you talking about the bar we were at?
Yeah. I was like, how do they make any?
I thought that's what you said. How Buddy's was.
Well, they sell liquor and they got
liquor,
and they don't have a terrible band playing the entire time, but they also
Don't they have coolers of beer?
they actually this was a stand up fridge they had there. And I can't imagine they could keep all them beers cold if everybody with one refrigerator. If you're buying a can of beer,
Yeah.
and they don't sell food. I don't know how these places stay open. I mean they said that wasn't the norm. They said it was more crowded than normal.
yeah, it was packed.
Like we go to a bar down the street, just a few stores down from that one. We used to go play trivia, and it's like there would never be more than 10 people in the bar ever. And I was like,
And I can't imagine without trivia what that bar was like.
how are they making any money? And they didn't sell food either. They just sold beer.
And then you went to a better bar, or no?
No,
Absolutely not.
no, it was a bad one. It just seemed like it's like the Green Parrot now, like 20 years, if it, kind of 20 years from now, the Green Parrot when it got new owners and didn't care about it at all, real run down.
Yeah.
Like you could just tell a bunch of stuff laying around that hadn't.
They said it used to be a cigar bar or something, and it just had pool tables. And I mean, if we weren't there, there would have been
5 people.
5 people there.
the girl behind the bar.
She just sat on her phone.
She's a bigger girl. With a half shirt on.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
they like the half shirts.
a
See
lot of-
that all the time with their people with their flubber hanging out. It's like, why? Why don't you try to cover that up? I don't understand. What happened to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative? And we'll always see people and go, accentuate the negative. I guess that's the new thing now.
It's like, it's almost like, well, you don't have to be ashamed of yourself, but,
Cover that shit
cover it up and people won't hardly even notice it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think you're allowed to be attractive to work at Buddy's, the bar that we go to sometimes. I mean, there's like, there was one kind of attractive girl that worked there for like a month, and one of the people that was going there ended up stalking her, and so she had to quit. And I don't think you could be, just most people that go there are normal, but they're, like maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
like
not.
they're kind of creepy, like in the day it's a bunch of creepy dudes that go there, and if you're decent looking, the only other decent looking lady that always pretended to have a fake crush on me. It's a weird deal, the girl that got cancer and we went to her fundraiser and whatever. She always played this weird deal where she pretends to be super attracted to me to make me feel awkward. But she also...
She's really super attractive to you, buddy.
She might be. But she, she had to be a real bitch to a lot of people, to be, really be firm with everybody there to be somewhat decent looking and work there as a woman. And then you just got to be...
There's so many creeps.
I guess there's a lot of creeps, Just
Trace is going to a bar out of an episode of The Twilight Zone, and he's the only guy that doesn't realize it. They're all like ghosts. They're ghosts of people who died on that road. It's like that's how Twilight Zone used to
and
be.
their pictures are on the liver wall, and I haven't noticed yet that all of their pictures are on the wall of them dying.
That's the final episode when Trace looks at the pictures, looks back at the bar, and the music kicks in, and you just close in of Trace's face.
Oh, holy shit. They're all dead.
Then he does a burnout.
I think it ends with me realizing that I'm dead.
Killer JP subscribed for 56 months. Thank you, Killer JP. Let's see, sober Johnny Loco, or as I like to call him, Johnny Goddamn Loco.
Yep.
79 months.
Woo! Wow, that's a lot.
That's a crap ton.
79. What's Brandon at? Do you remember?
Hey, I think it was 80.
Is
was
it 80?
I think, yeah. 80 months. Holy moly. What are you laughing about?
Ned's Navy. Trace's picture is on the wall with Berlin's name on it.
Yep. That's how that goes.
It's a classic story.
Yeah.
Gosh, but
It
the Cops intro song, you know, we were all singing it. You know, the kids were
Is
playing.
that the Bad Boys?
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Everybody knows that song.
For you, you know, our whole family was singing that part like that. You know, they didn't watch the Cops with us. They just come out because they hear the song and sing it.
What you gonna do when they come for
Does
you?
anybody know what that says?
Don't. No, nobody
You
does.
know,
What you gonna do? That
because
one?
we all were looking at each other and we just go, you know, that's how we sang it. And it's when Sheriff John Brown comes for you. And it took me the longest time to figure out how to put that to make it sound right. You know, it's hard to match those words up with the beat.
Let's hear it.
I never knew that.
I thought it was what you gonna do.
Goes bad
What you
boys,
gonna
bad
do
boys.
when they come
What you
for
gonna
you?
do? What you gonna do when they come for? Wait, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you gonna
What
do?
you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown comes? How does that even go?
When Sheriff John Brown comes, oh no, I can't even do it.
When Sheriff John Brown comes from, is that it? How does it even go? I don't even know how it goes.
I mean, I nailed it. I've been singing it the whole day, and now I've lost it. I can't even do it again. I lost it yesterday, too. I was like, I can't make the words match up to the fucking music again. When Sheriff John Brown come for you. There we
Let's
go.
see. Here we go. Oh, hey. Oh, we'll have to wait.
Right in the middle of
It must be
Bad
John.
Boys,
But
Bad Boys.
John from St. John going to
Yeah.
talk about cloud seeding.
Hey
ClusterF.
guys, this is one of the best from Inner Circle, man. And we wrote that song, man.
what?
Who is this, and what did you say again?
We wrote the
take it.
theme from Cops, brother.
The Jamaicans?
Yes, the Jamaicans, me and the guys with the blood clot now.
I don't even know if those guys were Jamaican. I think they were like
Yeah.
Spanish guys or something.
When Sheriff
But I did
John
want to
Brown
talk
come
about
for you.
something else, man. The chemtrails, man.
Yeah, it's a bad one. Just
I'm
hang
just
up.
kidding, guys. But no, you're right. The cop song does go up. You know, he's like, what you gonna do when the Sheriff John Brown come for you? It's one of those ones.
Yeah, he
you know,
got-
it's
he
the
kinda
tag
got it.
to the,
Kinda
what
got
you
it.
gonna do,
When
what you gonna do.
When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
Ned's Navy
But they
says it
took
can't be
cops off
John.
the
He's
air,
on
though,
topic.
Because one of the cameramen got killed in a like a restaurant battle.
A restaurant
Who?
battle.
Who? Oh, yeah, and cops. Yeah, I remember that cameraman got shot.
You know,
They finally got some action. The guy got blasted.
Really?
Yeah.
we were
Right.
watching.
Well, guys, thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
All
See
right,
ya,
man.
John.
See ya.
I don't know if it was the year or whatever, but we started it from back in the day, like the early 2000s or whatever. And at one point, we were watching it for episodes and episodes, and we're like, all these arrests seem, kind of legit. It's like I didn't want to watch the older ones because I was like, back in the day when I watched it, they were just arresting everybody for pot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of frustrating. It makes you like irritated. I didn't want to watch that.
Yeah.
And we watched it for like, a couple seasons, and there was none of that, and just normal fucking cop shit, and them not putting up with motherfuckers like they do now, and them
Yeah.
just, yoking people up for actually beating on people and getting in fights. And then it just switched to 100% at one season, just like they're just looking for people selling crack, selling weed, and that's about, and going undercover. And man, I just hate undercover cops. It just seems like the dirtiest thing you can do to a person, walk up to him, be like, hey, you got, and trick them, and then fucking really treat them like shit.
We knew one guy that was an undercover cop.
Yeah.
And he had the biggest druggy son.
He was somewhat of a lunatic as well.
He was.
I think you have to be a dirtbag to be an
He had
undercover.
one of those braided goatees.
Yeah.
And his son was a real, he's out busting people for narcotics, and his son was like a huge druggie.
Yeah.
We were at a party at their house. Why were we at that party? I don't remember. But it was getting late, and like things were getting. We were like, let's get out of here.
It's getting a little sketchy.
This guy's a little too much for us.
Yeah.
Elab subscribed for 67 months.
Thank you, Elab.
I was watching.
Ink Spike said Sheriff John Brown is the character mentioned in I Shot the Sheriff by Bob Marley.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Sheriff John Brown always hated
When
me.
Sheriff John Brown come for you.
Yeah,
Now I
hang
can't
on.
stop fucking singing it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Boys, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for
All right, not that one. Here it comes. Here it comes.
you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were
That's how it goes on the. I gotta have to forward it.
Yeah, I think
for the
yeah.
next one, right? Here we go. Maybe this one.
when
Maybe now. Did they eliminate the John Brown deal?
Well, you've only
Yeah,
just
yeah.
let it go.
Well,
It
I
only
gotta-
says it like one or two times in the whole song.
I'm not seeing it. I'm going through all the lyrics. They did.
I think I saw it a couple times.
Oh, you're so full
Right
of shit.
there.
That's not. What's he gonna do when they come for you?
I can't see it though.
That's why we.
I think
did-
it
that's-
started out that way.
It did not. I'll play it again.
Oh, you skipped it.
It hasn't started singing yet.
All right.
All right, I'll start from the beginning, and here we go.
bad boys, what you want? What you want? What you gonna do? When Sheriff John Brown
Oh, you're right. Okay, that's why. No wonder I never even noticed that intro there.
Ink Spike says the beginning of the song.
I tried to tell it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
bad boys, what you want? What you want? What you gonna do? When Sheriff John Brown come for you?
Yeah, no wonder I didn't.
I never noticed that
I
either.
never noticed that at all. When I can't even recreate how he says it. When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
Everybody knows the Bad Boy song. I never watched Cops. I never watched it much.
It's pretty entertaining until they,
It's usually a bunch of domestic.
It's depressing to me.
It has been depressing. They'll have some depressing episodes and the domestic violence and all that. But, some of it's pretty fucking good. Oh, God, there was a double hitter, man. Two of the funniest ones we ever seen. We were like falling on the floor
Funny?
laughing.
Really?
They were pretty good. And then they do the undercover bullshit, and you're like, man, you're really fucking these people over. These guys just out here trying to make an extra buck, and you're sending them to jail for 5 years. 5 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
For selling some drugs.
That's what the whole crack, the war on drugs and the crack deal was to take a whole generation of black Americans and put them in jail for 20 years.
Fucking facts,
and,
man.
And create a welfare society, which is what the government wants. Breon 25, 200 bits.
There's his Vig. There's his Vig. Thank you very much.
Well, like what they were doing, like everybody involved with the situation should at least do 20 to 25 years in prison, They were giving the crack to people, arresting them for selling it when they gave it to them, getting the crack back, and redistributing it again. They were double selling it, so they should get double whatever they were arresting these people for selling crack. I mean, it just...
Yeah, it's quite disgusting.
You know, and even some of the cops, they fooled them to, you know, I'm thinking some of the cops were fooled into being like, you know, this is a terrible drug on the streets and we got to get rid of it. And we're, you know, justified for arresting these people when really the government was giving it to them.
We've never seen a drug spread so fast. Yeah, 'cause it's getting given away like candy by the CIA.
Yeah.
I wonder how many cops, you know, they'll never tell you that. That's not a statistic you'll ever know. Like, how many cops go through all that, the training and all that, and become a cop, and then get in and are just disgusted by what they have to do, and just like, I gotta quit. I can't take it anymore. You know, they do it for a while.
It seems like it might be a lot.
Yeah. I wonder. You know, they're like, that's a statistic. They're never going to tell anyone that cops quit because they're disgusted with what some of the stuff they might have to do. They might do it for a while, and you know, because it's hard to go, all right, well, now I need to get into a different profession because I hate this.
Well, we know a guy lasted what, 2 years?
Yeah.
He was like, this is for the birds.
Yep.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they get tired of arresting, you know, you chase some guy down through the fucking woods and you got fucking dogs out and you're worried about, you know, this guy just fucking shot somebody or something and you're worried about losing your life in the woods, having to fucking have a helicopter tell you where this guy is behind a tree and he's got a gun and you got to do all that. And then you hear he gets out the next day after you did that and you're just like, that's got to be so defeating,
That's
you know,
true.
morally.
Yeah.
Defeating.
You know?
I could have lost
but the
my
guy
life.
you arrested for, you know, that was not hurting anybody, selling a little bit of crack on the corner.
Yeah.
He's going to jail for 5 years. No option, you know, a mandatory 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I think that's why you see in a lot of these videos, we see a lot of these Karen videos, which we'll have one later today.
Yes.
And the cops, you're like, this guy's a cop, this girl's a cop. They seem real soft and real tentative. Yeah. It's like because the standards have been lowered because nobody wants to be a cop now.
And and our government's the ones that created that. They created the problem.
They always do.
Nobody will ever thinks of that they created the problem by having, you know, you shouldn't have to put your life on the line, like you said, to chase someone down that was, you know, smoking marijuana. You never know if they have a gun or, you know, and they're having to chase these people. Like you said, they chase them into a swamp just for selling a little bit of marijuana and putting your life on the line, you know, to get someone like that. It's ridiculous.
They started it with the fake fucking Black Lives Matter riots, you know.
Yeah.
Those were pretty much, I think, fake. Now that looking back on it, 100% just.
I mean, to me, it was pretty obvious they were fake from the beginning. You know, when they in the middle of COVID, when they said the only people in the country who don't have to be masked up in a gathering like that are the people protesting Black Lives Matter deal.
Didn't make any
sense. Well,
sense.
obviously, this is the fakest shit ever. Special rules for protesters.
Yeah.
And then hundreds of millions of dollars and corporations are all like, yes, BLM, pour in. A couple years later, gone.
Yeah.
Biggest crock of shit you'll ever see in your life. If that wasn't proof that everything is fake, what more do you need?
Ned Navy said Rittenhouse didn't think it was fake. I think they were just waiting for that to happen. You know, like if we just keep these riots going, eventually something's going to go down that we can, you know, really make a big deal out of.
See, and that just shows that the people that Rittenhouse shot were all lowlifes. And lowlifes don't go out and protest unless they're paid.
Yeah.
Lowlifes don't,
unless they're just trying to get
loot. Yeah, looters. So that wasn't
it's crazy now where we've brought up people are racist because of slavery that happened like 100 years ago. Well, while we're currently
150,
while we're currently using slaves and the people that are offended, even, the Black Lives Matter, black people are using black slaves right now themselves. Mm-hmm. And so are white people. It says everybody in America who has a fucking phone or an electric car or fucking anything made of anything. You're basically using slaves to produce those things.
all these, especially the left. The left's big into those kind of causes, and they're all tweeting about them on a phone made from slaves.
Yeah.
The most hypocritical thing in the world. We're a bunch of silly. We're a silly culture. There should be a common sense commission that rules the world. And you've got 12 of the most intelligent and wisest people from all backgrounds, so they can come to a common sense consensus. And it's pretty easy because common sense is common. And they make all the rules, and the world would be a fine place if it was run by common sense. How stupid of a civilization are we, of a group of people, human beings, that we can't even rule ourselves on common sense.
I always say it, like I've been wondering when we started digressing. That's right.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm like, I was saying
regressing. I think it'd be better. Regressing. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. I was always said, like 50 years ago, was it? Now I'm thinking it might have been happening for thousands of years that we've been going in the complete wrong direction of a more intelligent society.
Going in another direction.
Yeah, going in another direction.
If you read Shakespeare, you're like, I don't even know what he's saying with these words.
What the hell?
Maybe they were way smarter than us. I think they were like the founding fathers. I think were way more. Like if you compare that as politicians,
yeah,
they were like super geniuses compared to what we got as politicians
The
now.
10 Commandments, I believe, were created because they originally were like, we don't even know how to create like a proper society, and we know that no matter what we do, it will be infiltrated by people that want to fuck people over, and humans can't really do it. And they were pretty much nailed that one.
Mm-hmm. Nailed that one.
And it became exactly what they thought it would become. And they were kind of geniuses on that one.
Yeah.
And it always will.
And I'm sure they were corrupt too, even though they were trying to fix things.
The stories of the founding fathers have to be 90% bullshit.
Yeah.
70. That's
That I believe
250 years ago. You're gonna tell me you know the truth about Thomas Jefferson? Might have some letters that he wrote. Maybe if they're even real fucking letters.
There's a thing I saw on TikTok, and it said, if you want to go through the timeline of the world, like what the people were, who were the rulers, what battles were fought. And I think it's called Time Map or timemaps.org. And I was going through it, and it's like, the people they name were just all people that were in charge. So they were all a bunch of criminals, no doubt. But it said like in the United States, it showed like I have to go back and look, but it was like, there were a couple battles and there were like a black army kind of thing. And it was like in the 1500s. I'm like, that wasn't. And then how do they even know some of these things? Like in the 1500s, they were detailing stuff like, you could click on it and it would bring up the like Wikipedia page.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, there's no way they could know this. From 1500.
The 1500, all these years.
Did they have files on stuff from the 1500s?
Well, if Christopher Columbus was in 1492, the 1400s, and we know the story of him and the king and the queen and all that, and the Nina and the Pinta.
But that's got to be all made up, right?
It might be, During all this time.
It's their narrative,
You're 100% right.
Because they don't give us any of the truth. You could say, well, all this is documented. All the stuff from, not now times. And it's like, yeah, but it's all lies now. So imagine what it is like from then.
Where did they burn all the books? The Library of Alexander or something like that? They burned. It was supposed to be, the Catholic Church documenting what's happened, in history, and they burnt all those books, the whole library of our history and probably created a new history.
Exactly.
When did Columbus sail the ocean blue?
1492.
And he came here?
Allegedly.
Why? I kept thinking that was in the 1600s. It was 14.
Nope,
It wasn't.
1400s.
I keep thinking 16 something.
You can go back
It's
as far as
14,
you want,
okay.
and the people were still looking at the pyramids like, what is that? While Christopher Columbus was crossing the ocean, they still had these pyramids that they're looking at like, what the fuck is that? Where'd these come from?
Yeah, we're definitely regressing.
And there were all kinds of battles back then called the bloody this and the bloody that. And it's like, why'd we do that? Why did people have to come here and just start slaughtering people like a bunch of fucks?
It's human
assholes,
instinct,
man.
you know?
I don't you know what, like, what's the mentality where you're like, you come to sail across the sea to discover new land, and you immediately see these people are like, well, we must slaughter all of them and take everything they have.
Yeah.
What kind of moral compass is that?
And a couple of them were like, oh, they got the Creek Indians were involved, and we had them helping on certain sides, and it's like they were probably just fucking them over. They probably went, yeah, you help us, and you get your Indian, families and friends and help us, and then they probably slaughtered them right after they helped them.
I mean, you said it recently.
That's how the white man do it.
Yeah.
You said it recently. Morality is a human invention, and I think as soon as shit starts to go a little south, it's kill or be killed, and you just gotta.
It goes away real quick.
Goes south real quick, and you just gotta do what you gotta do.
And then people from Britain were fighting people that were from Spain and stuff like that. It's like, how did they all discovered America together at the same time? How many ships were sailing across the ocean blue? To find a different.
Well,
I think
they just happened to find America at the same time.
No, after Columbus discovered America in 1492, then other countries sent.
Well, how'd they know? They go back, and then they
got
go
around.
back
Columbus
across
came back and said, "I've discovered the new world," and the news spread throughout Europe, and so there was like Louisiana. That was a huge French. There was wars over that territory. We eventually bought it in the Louisiana Purchase. There was a French up north in Canada. There were British here. I don't know where the Spanish were. They were helping the Mexicans. I think the Spanish were helping the Mexicans.
Well,
we had the Mexican-American War.
We had to fight some Spain for Pensacola or the Tallahassee area. The Spaniards were doing that, and we took it from them.
I mean,
but they didn't
felt
have
that.
a lot of Indian stuff listed. It's like, I guess they just didn't know.
Oh, that was just all done in fucking secret, kind of. I don't think they really documented the mass slaughter of the Indians, and I believe 90% of them died just because of diseases that we brought over, and then the last 10% we just brutally slaughtered a couple million of them.
And thank goodness for that.
And
Because I'm sitting here and I'm enjoying my life right here in the land we took.
This one guy from way back then, he was like, it said he died. He was like 88 years old. It's like they lived that long.
Sometimes
back then,
not that wasn't the average lifespan. No, he was.
Well,
that
the
would be an
average-
exception
I mean,
for sure.
man, what was he like in his 80s back then?
You never know. Some people are sharp.
Maybe they were
Naturally
better.
sharp.
Maybe they were better.
He
I
didn't
don't
have
know.
any of the poison. He didn't. Maybe nobody got dementia back in the day.
Buzzy's Moistured Rocket says Spain was in the Americas roughly 100 years before anyone else.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I've never even considered it being a
Donna threw up her hands.
conspiracy. And also the age, like you hear back in the day, the average lifespan of people was like 30 or 40 years
Yeah.
old. Well, a lot of that is because just people dying at birth, and there was quite some. That's all more
true.
medieval times that people were living that long because we lived in filth, and before that we lived in the woods. So you had to fucking outrun tigers and shit like that back in the day. But also, it's a lot. People die at 0 years old, and
Yeah,
15-year-old mom dies too, giving birth to a dead baby, and that really lowers
brings the average way down.
Way down. So if you could potentially live to just as long as we live now. It's a person that doesn't go to the doctor that much.
Well, Professor Trace really teaching us some interesting information today.
Freak Show subscribed for 54 months.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Freak Show. He says best show ever. That's right.
I'm 50 pages in on E=mc², and why should I care?
Really?
for you.
And why should you care? Have you learned why you should care yet?
I kind of, the more I'm reading, the more I care less.
So it should be why shouldn't I care?
Yeah.
Or why I shouldn't care?
And just learning that all this stuff, is kind of bullshit. It's just theories, and everything in space that we know is just, they tell you these crazy facts in school. Like, there's a, planet that it rains fucking mercury on, It's all it does. And these crazy things. And it's just because we saw it was red, and some scientists was like, well, it's red, it must be raining mercury. You're like,
My theory.
it's just fucking bunch of made up bullshit.
I mean, if you're an astronomer, there's not a lot to do. You got to make up shit like that because all you can do is look through a telescope. You can't find out nothing
and see as far as you can see. Would it be weird? Is there a planet that's just like liquid? That's like Mercury? You know how Mercury is?
Yeah.
Is there a planet that's just that and just stays together?
I believe
Mercury?
because of gravity. Like the sun is just gas, allegedly.
What is it? Hydrogen turning to helium, I believe.
I don't even.
There's got to be something that
helium.
keeps coming into it though to keep it burning.
I don't
right?
understand. Like the sun, is there any physical mass to the sun? How does he have a big ball of burning hydrogen without it just?
I always ask people when I'm having scientific conversations if space wasn't a vacuum, would the sun just fucking engulf it into just become huge and burn out really quick because it's got oxygen to burn off? But I don't know.
But doesn't a ball of gas have to keep getting gas from somewhere to keep burning?
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Why isn't it just? Why didn't it just? If I had a big ball of hydrogen right now, it would go and it'd be gone, right? But the sun just keeps going. Where's it coming from?
Yeah.
Is it a big? Is it solid and it's emitting gas? It's on fire, but no, that would melt. It would melt. Obviously, it's the hottest shit in the whole universe. I don't understand the sun.
Well, the speed of light isn't, I don't believe, constant either, which I learned in the book. It depends on what the light is going through. And I think in an absolute vacuum, it's around 600,000 miles per hour. But it varies depending on if it's going through water. Like the speed of sound is completely different underwater, which I didn't know either.
They say the sun is.
Well, you can't even talk to somebody right next to you when you're in a pool. They can't even understand. They can barely hear you. What were you gonna say, babe?
They're in the chat. They're saying the sun has plenty of mass and gravity, hydrogen and helium. Gravity pulled it all together until it ignited. The sun is so massive it went nuclear under its own gravity. I don't know what that means. No, it's so massive that it has all it needs for billions of years. How could it? Perhaps the sun is God. We need to ask.
That's the most sensible thing I've heard.
I hear about some of these ancient civilizations that worship the sun, and I'm like, that's more reasonable than almost anything I've heard.
If there's one thing that keeps us alive, it's the sun.
It is the sun.
And there would be many cultures worship the sun because that made sense. It's that big ball that keeps us all alive.
Dion's bathtub says, I've got a big ball of gas right here.
Bada bing. About to show to a screeching halt Dion's bathtub.
Sorry.
When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
So on lighter note, I came in second in the DraftKings.
Woo!
I won $13.50.
Damn. Donna, she's won like 4 or 5 times, I think, this year.
Angry Ginger
suck.
came in first. I came in second, and Zog came in third. You and Weston. You came in ninth, and Weston came in 10th.
All right, I'm abandoning my strategy. So the Vikings quarterback was out, and I was like, I'll pick the scrub who's backing him up. He's got to get some points. Maybe he'll have a mediocre game, and I got him for $4,000. Oh man, he threw like a pick six his first play, negative points. Oh well.
Gosh.
Oh, we gotta take a break.
I would
Go ahead.
I would have to just say that I think the Hard Rock betting app is probably making about $1 trillion a day. From what I've heard,
think so.
and I've almost completely given up on it. But I put $10 in the other day because I was gonna bet a couple of bucks. I bet like $7 on the Bucks game and $3 or. I bet $5 on the Bucks game, but they were supposed to win, so you only won 7, and then I lost my other 5.
Yeah.
So I won the Bucks bet, and I had $7, but you can't cash out unless you got $10. So I was forced to bet that money
And
to try
lose
and
it.
get back up to 10, and then lose all of that because I'm just trying to get up to $10 so I can cash out.
Jeez.
See, they got you. They
Yep.
got you, man.
Yep.
Did you send me the picture of like Trace's?
Oh no.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Well,
What?
From Thanksgiving.
from Thanksgiving, the contest. All right, well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when we come back. Right now, it's the perfect husband.
Oh, hey, honey. I just got home from work. You have a house project for me to work on? Awesome. I love working all day and then coming home and working all night as well. Nothing I'd rather do every single night than work on some more work. I love when you tell me how to drive. It makes me feel super safe. Plus, I've been in 0 accidents and you've been in 4 just this year, so you're totally qualified to tell me how to drive. Hi, honey. Yes, so glad you called. I actually was just thinking about how much work I have to get done today, and I could totally use a call from my wife. No, I love giving you a back rub while you cry. I'm actually really glad that you've rejected all 6 of my solutions I proposed. The best option is just to keep crying about it. You're doing a great job with directions. Keep forgetting to tell me where to turn and which exit to take. It's super helpful. Hey, honey, I'm just looking at the bank statements. I love that you are spending $9 on a drink at Starbucks every day. There's no way you could make the same coffee for a fraction of the price here at home. Yes, I would like to hang out with your family instead of my friends. They're way too fun anyways. You constantly gasping and pointing out things while I'm driving makes me feel super uneasy, which I love. You called me to tell me that you went through the drive-thru instead of going into Starbucks today? Wow, what riveting information. Glad that couldn't have waited until tonight. Wow, thanks for cooking dinner again tonight. Yes, it was a little burnt, but I love eating burnt food. There's nothing more I'd rather eat than a burnt piece of lasagna. No, I don't have a secret stash of food in the garage for when you burn dinner, and I'm definitely not about to make up an excuse to go out to the garage so I can indulge in that secret stash of food. Nope. You know what? You're right. We should remodel the kitchen again. We've only done it 3 times since we moved in. I'm getting sick of these brand new countertops as well. I would love to watch The Bachelor instead of Monday Night Football tonight, especially because everyone on that show is super rational and doesn't need any therapy. No. Keep rambling on about your sister. I would love to spend another half hour listening to you talk about the same thing over and over again. Work can wait. You saw Chip and Joanna Gaines do the same project in 3 days? That should be no problem since we both have the same access to tools, help, and resources to get the project done. You want to go to Target tomorrow night? Of course I'll go with you. I don't care about Tuesday night poker with my guy friends that I've been doing every Tuesday for the last 10 years. I'd much rather go to Target than have my freedom. Yep, Yeah, can't believe she said that. Of course I would love to do the dishes instead of watch the football game. Dishes are fun. Yep. Yeah, oh God. Wow, really expensive makeup just went on sale at Ulta for the same price as normal stuff? I'm headed there right now.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Turn the beat up. 33 hertz. Let's go. Yo. Turn the beat up. 33 hertz. Let's go. I told y'all I'd drain it, expose every name, but the list got too hot, so I switched up the game. Promised the files, promised the truth on the shelf. Now I'm ghost like Epstein, looking out for myself. What you gonna do? Cry on the timeline again. Open wide, here comes the scoop. 33 grain. Eat the bullshit I feed you. Call it a feast like it's Diwali, but the platter's release. Sacred patties on the curb, y'all lining up quick. Munching my words like it's ghee on that brick. See you in Valhalla, brother. See you in Valhalla, brother. Told you I'd ride, but I flipped the whole script. See you in Valhalla, brother. 33. Charlie Kirk's story clean, nothing to see here. Fam Furry did the deed, next spun 33, miracle damn. That's why I say 33, that's hate speech, bro. You counting my numbers, that's straight anti-Semite flow. Epstein file sealed on the 33rd floor. Doubt me again, that's blood libel 2.0 for sure. Don't look at my girl, she's definitely not my side. First off, I'm super gay, that's why I rock the facade. Beard game strong, plus I crashed with this dude in Vegas. Silver Fox daddy paying rent, 33 years of age, if outrageous. 33 this, 33 that, 33 in the chat, 33 in the memo, 33 where it's at. Masonic breakfast, lunch and dinner. 33. If you count them all, you'll see the winner. Me. See you in Valhalla, brother. Raise that horn. See you in Valhalla, brother. Truth got scorn. I flipped on the gang, left the movement on red. See you in Valhalla, brother. I'm chilling with feds. 33. See you in Valhalla, brother. Or maybe just Mar-a-Lago brunch. Same thing, 33 mimosas. Peace.
T-Town G's, yeah, we're from the hood. Last time you heard from us, we were up to no good. Stealing. Gucci lame here, and I don't use protection. Tuttle might not push a bro, gets erection. 20 gram blunt, but I smoked it in one session. Real quick. If we ever get locked up, will someone yell objection? Gucci lame here, and push a bro too. If he sees in the streets, tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, we in the fast lane 102. Mess with us, guarantee we gon' shoot. Gucci lame and push a bro. Outlandish. Everything we say or do. Outlandish. Every day we drinking booze. Outlandish. $50,000 shoes. Outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise. Outlandish. Everything we say or do. Outlandish.
Poacher Brown here, and you heard about my whip.
Rolling.
But you haven't heard about my 1,000-round clip. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm on medication.
Insane.
If I don't take them, killing fools my occupation.
Killing.
Yeah, I'm on Zoli, so I don't do masturbation.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'll slap a hook, cause I got no patience.
That was Poacher Brown, he's got a 1,000-round clip.
Shots.
If I drive a four-wheeler, you know that I'ma flip.
Flip it.
Drink and touch vodka, yeah, I know you wanna sip.
You broke.
Get blacked out drunk, then my penis you gon' grip.
Don't touch Gucci lame, or your ass I'm gonna kill. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy, cause I'm on so many pills. The song is outlandish, and I hope it pays the bills. If it don't, I slit my throat, my blood is gonna spill.
Gucci lame and Poacher Brown. Outlandish. Everything we say or do. Outlandish. Every day we drinking booze. Outlandish. $50,000 shoes. Outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise. Outlandish. Everything we say or do. Outlandish.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Sean Raz, Karen of the Week coming up in just a little bit. Also, Tracy's prize winning entry into the Thanksgiving contest.
Man, I was seeing a video of, I keep seeing, I guess because I watched it, it's in my algorithm, men beating up women. But like boxing matches where like it'll be like a guy versus 2 women,
Yeah.
or like 2 guys versus like 5 women. But I've yet to see where the average women beat up a guy. They always just like, it'll be like 5 girls versus 1 guy, and he just like beats them all up. How many women would it take? You know, we always have done, you know, how many 10-year-olds would it take to beat you up? But how many women to beat up like an actual fighter? You know, like Tuttle was beating, you know, a terrible fighter. You know, terrible, and he was like 100 to 1, and you know, 100 and 101 for beating up women legally. You know, in a boxing match.
Yeah, illegal boxing.
Illegal boxing match. But why?
So take like a physical specimen, like somebody, John Cena.
Yes.
How many women barehanded would it take to take him down?
You know, and we're not talking about, you know, UFC like Ronda Rousey's, are we? We're talking about just like the average woman.
Average woman.
I think indefinite. As you know, as long as he could call time out and take sleep and eat. Are we gonna say till he runs out of till he starves to death?
You think if 100 women stormed John Cena, they couldn't stomp him to death in a matter of minutes? 100 women. Easily.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm thinking it's as low as 10.
10 women?
Possibly. It might be 20. He's a big guy. You just start just flailing and knocking women out.
I just don't know if women even have the capability of that. I sound racist. I need to wait till misogynist. I mean, I need to wait till Mom gets here so she can be on my side of hating women. It sounds better when you have a woman agreeing with you that women are useless.
Remember that it's misogynist because I
didn't mean to say.
See, racist is bad. Misogynist, nobody cares about.
Nobody cares about.
Nobody cares at all about misogyny. Especially women. Because they're the most misogynist.
I think so. They hate women. Women hate women.
Man, there's a couple coaching changes in college football as we near the college football playoffs. Alec Golish, he's the USF coach.
Yeah.
And this was his 3rd year. And the program was pretty crappy. You know, we were like 3-7 or something before he came. And I think they won 8 games this year. Lost all the important games.
Yeah.
but they still had a decent season. So he's going to the University of Auburn, which is a huge job in the SEC, making big bucks.
Big bucks.
And it's like, naturally, just last week he was saying he's fully committed to the USF program, blah, 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 the same thing they always say.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and they leave. And it's like, why are coaches such dicks? Why are they? Lane Kiffin, he's coaching the University of Mississippi. And they're having a dream season. I think they're 10-1 or 11-1.
Yeah.
They're going to probably go to the college football playoffs for the first time ever. Huge for them. They've never won a national championship, I don't think, Mississippi. And right in the middle of this, he's having a big controversy where he's going, and then finally he decided he's going to LSU, and he's leaving because the university doesn't want him there because he's leaving, and it's a rival school.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are they? So he's making millions. You're making millions. It's not like your Lane Kiffin is looking for the next bit. He's making millions. He's a made man at the University of Mississippi.
You know when I talk about science and you're just blown away and have no idea what I'm talking about? That's how I'm feeling right now. Sorry, I'm following.
But it's just basic math. He's making millions.
Making millions.
I mean, maybe he's going to make more.
Yeah,
but. Well, there's no, you're working. When I coach, I really enjoy coaching, and I really, I care about the kids, and I want them to do better, and I'm proud of them. I can't imagine, for a few more $1 million when you're making probably in his career, he's probably made over $100 million.
it doesn't seem like everyone, but it seems like 90 to 95% of people are able to spend all the money they make and have to now live up to that lifestyle. If you're, even, somebody who's making 40, 50,000 a year, being poor and then moves up, starts learn to live that way. And then they start making $1 million a year. They're somehow able to forget all about that lifestyle and live to where they're spending $1 million a year and almost living paycheck to paycheck. It seems like
It's true. I see a lot of celebrities doing commercials now.
These
guys
and some of them, you're like, oh, they needed some money.
That's what it is. Now I don't think people are making $20 million a film like they used to.
No,
because movies aren't.
They don't spend money on movies like they used to.
Movies are all you see the movie advertisement on TV, and then they go starting tomorrow on Hulu.
Yeah,
or Paramount Plus. They're just making for the streaming services now, and just crank them out. And all the movies are shit because they're just cranking out shit.
I've seen a good fucking movie in so long.
Tragedy. America had the greatest film industry in the world, and now we just dumbed it down.
I mean, our movies used to be so good that they would be like #1 in China, and you're like, man, those people watched that shit with subtitles and still fucking loved it.
Loved it. Ate it up.
Fast and the Furious. I mean, which sucks, but that was for some reason like a worldwide movie. I'm thinking because you don't even need to have words to make that movie make sense. You get what's going on.
Yeah.
They're racing.
Car chases, yeah. Lots of fast cars drifting.
Well, I saw one of them sell one of the Fast and Furious cars at an auction, and it was supposed to be the super duper souped up car.
Yeah,
and ended up it was just a stock car they made look fast. Because they didn't do any actual racing in the movie. What's that guy? Who's the guy's name? The main guy,
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, yeah. I mean, how much? I don't think he's in a car 99% of the movie. I think he's just in a
fake car,
fake standing still car, going, making faces while he pretends to drive.
That's how great an actor Vin Diesel is, Trace.
That's why they got him to play Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amazing.
What an easy gig. He just pretends to be in a car and then says, "I am Groot."
So probably made, that was a few years ago. But movies were still making money, so he probably made $10 to $20 million. He walks into the studio and spends 2 hours going, "I am Groot."
Now say "I am Groot" this way.
And that's it. He says "I am Groot" like 75 times. And they give him $10 million.
I still don't even know if they just paid if he's even the actual voice. I'm guessing he is. But do you think they ever had to call him back in? After one time of saying "I am Groot," 30,000 different ways. Did you ever think they had to hit him up and be like, do you think we need an "I am Groot" this way?
Yeah,
you gotta come back down to the studio.
He was livid. He trashed the studio. He had to say "I am Groot" 6 more times
for another $25 million.
Fucking preposterous. And the Simpsons. They always everything they say is so dead on.
Have you ever watched The Simpsons?
I've seen it, but I never got into it, and I'm not saying it's not good. I think it is really good. I don't know. I think Sunday night TV just never worked into my schedule.
No, you never get up early.
I never watched The Simpsons.
I don't know if I've watched an episode of The Simpsons ever. And I don't have anything against it, and it seems like it could be a good.
It's usually pretty clever, and they're usually dead on.
Ordinary human dating. It's enjoyable, and it serves
This looks
an
more like
important
Futurama.
purpose.
Maybe it is Futurama.
I liked Futurama. It wasn't that funny, but it was pretty.
Yeah, it was decent.
It was decently
West,
entertaining.
that's all Western watched with Futurama for a while.
It's enjoyable, and it serves an important purpose. But when a human dates an artificial mate, there is no purpose, only enjoyment. And that leads to tragedy.
Neato! A Marilyn Monroe bot!
Ooh, you're a real dreamboat.
Billy Everything.
Harmless fun? Let's see what happens next.
Billy, do you want to walk your dog?
No thanks, Mom. I'd rather make out with my Monroe bot.
Billy, do you want to get a paper route and earn some extra cash?
No thanks, Dad. I'd rather make out with my Monroe bot.
I think this is where we are right
We're-
now.
I
In
mean,
civilization. We're this close to the Marilyn Monroe bot.
I think it's happened in a couple countries. And
Yeah.
like
No turning back once you go to the Marilyn Monroe bot.
you know, and you're just like, how is this happening? You see, I was watching some videos, and they were doing these clubs in different countries, and they have on the front of the door, you know, as a effort to try and get more men to go to the club, which, you know, going to the club as a younger, you know, when I was 18, 19,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to go to a club that's not a bunch of dudes.
That's why they have to have ladies' night. You got to pay them. You got to pay. You know, give them
Ladies
cheap
in
drink.
free, you
Yeah.
know, drink free, you know, to try and get women there. But in other countries, in places that are more people jerking off to sex robots, it's like, you know, 60 women in a club and 15 men.
Yeah, because the women aren't. You know, it's just biology. Women aren't as interested in sex robots as men. They just aren't. So they're in the club looking for a man, and they can't find one because they're all at home with their Marilyn Monroe bots. See, right now it's in this country. Now it's porn. The guys are all, you know, but you know, occasionally they venture out.
Yeah.
But once they get the Marilyn Monroe bot, they can bang 24/7.
Yep.
Men will never leave the house. I don't think that bodes well for the population.
Billy, do you want to come over tonight? We could make out together.
Gee, Mavis, your house is across the street. That's an awfully long way to go for making out.
Did you notice
So nailing it,
So
bro.
true.
what went wrong in that scene? Ordinarily, Billy would work hard to make money with his paper route. Then he'd use the money to buy dinner for Mavis, thus earning a slim chance to perform the reproductive act. But in a world where teens can date robots, why should he bother? Why should anyone bother? Let's take a look at Billy's planet a year later. Where are all the football stars? And where are the biochemists? They're trapped in the soft, vice-like grip of robot lips.
So this is it. We're done. We're done. Once the sex robots come out, it's all over.
All civilization was just an effort to impress the opposite sex. And sometimes the same sex. Now, let's skip forward 80 years into the future. Where's Billy?
Farewell!
The next day, Billy's planet was destroyed by aliens. Have you guessed the name of Billy's planet? It was Earth. Don't date robots!
I mean, that seems pretty
So dead on.
dead on. I think
So
we're
dead.
fucked.
Don't date. You have to pretend. Yeah, because we were just watching something last night on the news about AI dating. You know, and the dangers of AI dating, and don't fall in love with your AI. And it's like, oh my god. And I guess I get it. You know, if you're most people are more socially awkward now because all they do is spend time on their phone.
Yeah.
And then you start talking to your chat GPT or your whatever AI bot, and they tell you how fucking cool you are.
Yeah.
That's all they do is tell you how fucking cool you are, and you're like, man, nobody else is telling me how fucking cool I am. I'm in love with my AI chatbot.
I mean, when I was 18 years old, I was teetering on, you know, a little bit socially awkward, and just no change of anything that I've done. I've became one of the most social people that I know, just because everybody else has became so socially awkward themselves. That I'm like, you know, social butterfly or whatever they call it.
It's true. I'm the smartest man in the world because I don't spend all day on an iPhone.
You might be.
Just all you have to do is use common sense and don't believe anything you see, and you'll be the smartest man in the world. Oh, yeah, I saw that Monroe bot, and I'm like, well, I wonder when that was, because that's like
I want to know.
It's so prophetic. It's like crazy. And like Elon Musk says, ain't nobody having babies.
So weird,
So
you know.
Society can't exist if nobody's having babies.
I mean, besides my cousin, nobody that I'm related to on like a family fucking tree. I'm not talking, my brother and sister. I'm talking fucking anybody I'm related to in any way. Nobody has had a kid besides Aaron.
It's true.
It's the only. Usually people grow up with a bunch of fucking cousins and shit. My kids have 0 cousins on this side of the family except for Aaron's kids.
And not much prospect either.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody's like, I mean, I don't think this would be offensive, but like my brother, I don't know if that's just kind of how I think, but like I think my brother and sister are teetering on getting too old to have kids.
No, they're not that old yet.
But
right now is when you usually are getting close to having your second to last or last kid.
Yeah.
At that age, I mean, usually you have I think I had my last kid when I was, I don't even remember, 38 or something like that. But it's a different world. That's not a priority for people. I think we took a long time, Donna and I, and we had our first kid at was I 30? I think I was 30.
Yeah.
And that was our first, because we were poor, so we waited a long. Finally, we were like, well, we're still poor, but we can't wait any longer, and so we had a kid. I think she was, or maybe I was 32 and she was 30.
Yeah.
But Berlin, she's got a lot going on. She's got at least a couple more years where she could even think about it.
Yeah.
And she's always been very adamant. She does, she's like, I'm not interested in having kids. But when you get with a guy, and if he wants kids, you usually have kids.
We need a vasectomy train is what we need, not a hype train, a vasectomy train. I need some vasectomy money.
Oh, you gonna get a vasectomy?
I need one.
You want to risk that?
It's just a little bit. Like I was like, Laura, I'll pay for it. You just gotta schedule it. But she's not that type of woman who's ever, we'll just go forever without me getting a vasectomy. And I'm just a little bit, I'm not scared of getting a vasectomy, but I'm just scared enough not to schedule one.
Yeah. Are you more scared of a vasectomy or having a little Trace Jr.?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a whole deal, buddy.
That's a whole deal. I've wanted another kid for a while, but I don't. Now it feels like it's too late, like my kids are like grown up and I don't have to do anything or worry about. Yeah, I do. I'm just saying like they're self-sufficient at this point. They'd be starting back, like another 6 to 7 years of dealing with somebody who can't take care of themselves.
Yeah, I mean,
that doesn't sound fun at all.
I have two wonderful children, and they're I don't think you need any more.
No, I don't think so.
We would only had. I don't know if we would have had 3. We just got a bonus with we had twins. I don't know if we would. That was kind of cool. It's like, oh, we're done. We're for sure done now. We don't have to worry about it. We got 3 already. All right. Until your mom comes back, we'll do some Rogan stuff. He's talking about the Book of Enoch and all this bullshit with the Paulina Luna, the former cocktail waitress.
Rep Luna. She came on my podcast too, and she was telling me some stuff that was just like mind blowing. And she really got me to read the Book of Enoch. She's like, you got to read that.
So
You have the Ethiopian Orthodox text, which has, I think, 88 books of the Bible.
No, this is just somebody who takes Rogan and puts his shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
In total, but in the Ethiopian Orthodox text, it's basically kind of like a mainline OG version of the Bible. And then sometime in the 4th century, there was actually a group that came together and they removed certain books. And the story goes that Revelations actually had replaced Enoch. And so it's interesting because when you're looking kind of full circle on, you hear the stuff that some of these people are talking about, and then you see and you read the Book of Enoch, which is a wild read.
I listened to her,
and then you look at
talk for 3 hours, and I listened to the Rogan, and I just there was nothing memorable.
She just talks,
I can barely,
man.
I can barely remember anything from it.
Yeah, she talks and doesn't
I
say
don't
anything.
remember anything profound or interesting.
Yeah.
kind of what our modern day description is of what angels and entities are versus what Enoch was seeing and reporting in his language and ability at that time. I think that there's a lot that brings you to then ask the question, well, why would they remove this information? If it's truly, written in part of the oldest Bible in the world, why would they then take it out?
And that could have
I mean, why would they take it out? The reason they've taken out probably books from every Bible that was ever written and replaced it with however they wanted to control the people at that time. People, I mean, they're acting like, I guess if you're a believer.
Yeah, I've heard there's weird things about like religion and Bibles, like the aliens came up with it and then removed themselves from it, and that kind of seems true, because that guy Bob Lazar sounds a little bit credible. He sounds more credible every day. Like I watched a documentary on him 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking guy's just a fucking nut job that made up a story about, working at this place trying to back engineer alien spacecraft.
Yeah.
Just a fucking nut. And then just slowly through the years, everything that he said in the documentary has since came true to a certain extent that I'm like, man, I'm thinking that guy fucking worked on back engineering alien spacecraft and might be right.
What's the one of the revelations that he said that came true?
I believe they were able to recreate this element 151 that he said was an element that they used in to make this spacecraft, and that didn't exist at the time, and they've since been able to slightly recreate it, I believe, at the labs at CERN for brief amounts of time in a vacuum, and have proved that it's a real
element.
A real element. But that and just he described how they move, and it's also similar to that that one video that came out of them supposedly the blurry video of it's from like a F-15 or a fighter jet videoing the spacecraft, and they're like,
yeah,
and that one, and just the way it moved was how he described these spaceships as moving. And then he was confirmed to have worked at or went to, I think, a college, or something, worked at a place that worked on these crafts. And it's been confirmed that he worked there, even though they scrubbed that he ever worked at this facility.
Yeah.
And it's been confirmed that he worked there. So just that, it just makes me think, and he kind of just he's got his story, and he's kind of over talking about it, and he's just like, I've said all I've got to say, That's not typically somebody who's
looking to make money.
I
don't know,
but
I'm 50-50.
Yeah,
maybe it's true. Maybe it ain't.
And he mentioned that he just mentioned something about religion, and he saw stuff. There was a lot of religious stuff going on at this facility he worked at, and he saw some book that I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling at this point.
Like a crock of shit.
It does, I don't give it more than 10% chance of being real, and he could be like a government psyop. That they let one person say the truth to try and they let him say the truth, and
That
Or
way the truth is out there, and make some people happy.
Or he's the opposite. He just they found a guy who could really bullshit his way pretty easily, and they're like, "All right, you tell this fucking story," and they made him practice it a bunch of times. And
see, I don't know if you'll ever know. And they're talking about like the Book of Enoch is real, like anything that we don't even know what really happened 250 years ago in the American Revolution, let alone what happened thousands of years ago. What's up, babe?
What's up?
Easily been attached to the religious canon, but some rabbis disagreed with it because it didn't vibe with the Torah. So let's chuck that one out. But it's in the same lump of Dead Sea Scrolls. They have the Book of Isaiah, which is really fascinating because Wes Huff, when he was on my podcast, explained to me that the Book of Isaiah that they found in the Dead Sea Scrolls is verbatim the same as the Book of Isaiah that was 1,000 years more recent.
Whoa.
1,000 years. So
whoa, I don't know what that means.
what? The old book matched up with the new book.
Yeah. Old tales get passed on. That's what I
mean,
say.
they do see all religions seem to be pretty similar and have a flood type situation in them. So it's just people that lived here, thousands of years before us, telling tales of what life used to be like before this big flood happened. I feel like, or a comet hit the Earth, or an asteroid, or something like that. Just seems to be.
But
a
a lot
story
of the
few survivors, and
Maybe.
you see stuff, like, what's this thing? All religions will have, like, a picture, and they all have something. And I compare it to, like, if right now, fucking meteor hit the Earth, and we are all thrown back to the fucking Stone Age, and you're not necessarily going to start right off with going back. You're going to go to straight surviving. You're not going to be able to figure out how to get fucking cobalt from fucking China or wherever they're mining it at in Africa.
Because you're too busy trying to
You're too
eat.
busy trying to survive. So after a few years, you've done a complete reset. And it's just these old people telling you these stories of these things we used to have, these little magical squares that we used to, magical rectangles we used to hold in our hand. And in 1,000 years, it'll just be stories, and it won't make any fucking sense to you what this fucking thing was.
And that thing will have become wildly exaggerated over the years.
Wildly exaggerated magical box.
There you go.
They do, and it just slowly dissipates into nothing.
I remember thinking when they would talk about you'd be able to have a phone call with somebody and be able to see them. And I remember thinking, well, how in the world would they do that?
Some kind of jets and
stuff. I was alive then, before they had all that stuff. So I remember thinking, how would they do that? How in the world would you get your picture of yourself through a phone line, not thinking that it would be something else.
Yep. So, and now as things change so rapidly, 10 years from now, you might be blown away by the things that are going on.
Yeah.
Or not.
And isn't all the Bibles mostly the same? All the Bibles pretty much say that, they have a lot of the same stories and beliefs.
The same basic.
Yeah, same
morality.
basic.
Here's do you want me to do first, babe? I got these 4 emails. So Thanksgiving, flowers, and flip cup. What should I do first?
And then there's other stuff down lower that I sent other stuff. Any of them. They're all
there are flowers, man. You got to get to the flowers.
Trace can't wait to get to the. Okay. Well, we got Thanksgiving has some flower pictures in it as well. Which one should I go to, babe?
You'll go to all of them.
All right, here
just
we go.
Start at one of them and work your way. I wasn't sure how pictures and stuff would send with videos, so that one I just sent, I think, a video. We did. Did you say what we did?
No, I did not.
When I closed on Wednesday from, at the flower shop, I was like, well, I still got a bunch of flowers left. and I'm not going to open it again until Monday. So instead of just leaving them in here and die, I'm going to take them home. And we'll do like a contest. It'll be fun, Maybe the guys, get the guys. But we had to offer cash prizes to get everybody to do it. I figured it's not going to be fun unless there's a cash prize, And we'll just make everybody that is not a florist. We'll have them all try to make arrangements.
Make an arrangement.
Whoever, it's something to do, and see whoever makes the best arrangement wins $50, And then we had a second place, and we have I thought, well, in order to get the guys to participate, we definitely have to have a cash prize. And it was fun. Everybody liked it. And they had what, 10, 15 minutes?
All right, that was quick.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
That was the girls doing it. Who won? Berlin. After it was over, I was like, you know what? All three of my kids won.
Rigged.
That seemed pretty
Totally
rigged. 3 of my kids and my cousin won.
Well, I mean, it is Thanksgiving. Everybody is related.
I know, but it's not like my kids come up to the shop and make arrangements all the time. They, West and Trace, they never.
I mean, I've had on the side of the road delivering an arrangement fall apart, and I'm just like, well, I guess I'll have to take this back to the shop to get it ranged back together because I ain't fucking doing it. I don't know where to begin.
Now you know.
I don't. No, I don't.
So there's no way I can go through these, I have to do the whole gimmick to watch each one, right?
I don't.
Yeah. Never mind.
See, because I have to go like this.
What is the deal where you can't send, or not you can't, but why don't you send them on Messenger where it's a lot easier? You always email stuff. It's a lot easier on Messenger to go.
Because I don't have
Messenger?
Facebook logged into my phone.
Oh, living in the 90s.
Yeah, I don't want any of that shit following me or
I don't want a
tracking
phone
me.
at all, but I actually do a podcast, so I have to have a phone.
Oh.
And I have to download Messenger because I have to be able to do stuff like that for my job.
There's Tucker. That's Tucker, Weston's dog. They drove from Arizona with 3 dogs.
Did we tell them about the dog Weston found?
I don't remember if we talked about that on the air.
I'll talk about it while you find the next picture.
Okay.
That's Tucker. Did you share that?
Yes, I did.
They got 2 wiener dogs, Tucker and Willow. But Weston, on his way back, he came home for Halloween. He flew, and then he drove his truck back because they never took his truck. And on his way home, he pulled off the interstate to get gas, and there was a dog. We know the story, Don. Oh, you do? Okay. So he found a dog on his way home. He found a dog in Louisiana.
I think we did talk about it.
In a roundabout at the truck stop. And then they were going to give it to Weston stole a dog at a gas station.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
I mean, the dog was in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
a truck rolled over top of him, and he just kept running around the roundabout at where a truck stop was. So poor thing would have got killed.
There he is right there. Who's a man?
He's a sweet dog.
Sweet dog. I would have taken him if we didn't have 4 dogs already.
Yeah.
Sweet dog.
He's got little short legs and a big dog head, but he's still a puppy.
He's a weird looking dog, but he's
Weird
cool.
looking dog,
He's cool
yeah.
looking. He's cool looking.
Yeah, he's very, very friendly. He's friendly to their cats and their dogs, everything already. And they were going to bring him back and give him to a friend of hers. And by the time they got back here, they were like, we kind of want to keep him now because we've had him all this time.
Yeah.
So everybody wanted them to keep him. So they ended up keeping him.
Yeah, he was an awesome dog.
Now they're on their way back to Arizona with 3 dogs again.
Oh, man. I guess it's not too bad. I don't know how long of a drive that is.
28 hours.
Oh,
yeah. It's a long time. Longer even if they stop.
A lot because you got dogs.
They got 3 dogs, plus they're going to stop
It takes me about a month. I do a lot of stopping. I did a lot of stopping on my way, I think, to the Keys. Or not too much. I got, gassed up, and it took me like 1 tank, maybe 1.5 tanks to get down there.
Yeah.
To the Keys. That was the furthest by far I've ever drove. The next is like 2 hours. I think
Yeah.
the second is Itchituckney. It's the second furthest I've ever drove.
Yeah, we drove straight through to Iowa that one time,
Yeah.
20-something hours. Bah. I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
There's Donna's cheesecake bar, butterscotch cheesecake bars. Yum.
Everybody loves those.
I didn't get any. I forgot.
There's still some out there, buddy.
I gotta grab some.
And some of my smoked chicken salad dip.
Oh, I'll take some of that too.
Espresso martinis.
That was a hit.
Oh.
All those were gone.
Where's my art? Where's my first place flower arrangement?
right.
That is what
I'm trying to
we're
get to
looking
it.
for. You know, it was quite creative.
It was. Everybody else was doing it with the greens and stuff like that.
People
and
trying to hand me greens, and like, yeah, I don't need that. I'm beyond that.
I know. It was like, well, even people, even people that, were in the contest were like, Chase's is pretty unique, so I think he wins.
Art.
I said, I need to take Trace now to the shop and have him make an arrangement. Maybe he's a
No.
florist savant.
I retired.
And
Berlin was like, "How much would you sell that for?" And I was like, $5. And then I thought I was thinking it was more art, like 100. And I was thinking it was more art. I was like, $500,000.
Here's Trace's. It was unanimous. The Trace's winning entry.
I had these little branches with lemons, like fake lemons on them. And he pulled all the lemons off and put them in the vase to hold the flower instead of greens. And then put yellow daisies around the bottom and a sunflower coming up the top. Everybody was like, all right, that's the winner. It was
All
good.
yellow.
All yellow with lemons in the water. It was nice. I think I still have it out there.
Oh, wait, you still got it?
Yep, the sunflower
Yeah,
was starting
it's
to die,
starting to
but
wilt, yeah. Here's everybody with
there's
their
all the
arrangements.
guys. And they didn't hate it. Nobody hated doing it.
They say
I was surprised.
all the girls said the guys did way better than the girls. So actually some decent looking arrangements there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's what is it? Killer JP said the bracelet is back. I was like, I'm not. I guess I was wearing it in that
Oh,
picture.
yeah. It's Navy says it looks like a gay pride march. Oh, come on now.
Here's all the guys diligently working. There's Trace with his prize-winning sunflower deal.
Was that there's one that's a video.
What was the
Must
what
not
did
be
you
it.
call
I got
mine? What was mine called?
Oh, Drew said, I mean, someone might buy it
lemon
if
lover.
it was someone that was a sunflower lemon lover.
Sunflower lemon lover.
Like
That's a real diss. That sounds like something from Sandlot when they're
I told her, I said, that sounds like an insult.
Sunflower lemon lover.
I said,
you know what we're talking
you
about.
know what we're talking about, that sunflower lemon lover.
It's great because there's no stereotype of lemons or sunflowers.
Right.
Exactly.
They were working. They were all concentrating.
Gosh, it looked like that door opened to a different dimension outside with the sun setting like that.
So that was fun.
When are we gonna start doing the show at 9?
Start at 9?
Start at 9. Nobody starts listening until 10 anyway. I'm not a crack of dawn type of person. You know, it's
That sounds good. 9 to 11.
9 to 12. 9 to 11.
9 to 11, buddy. Not 9 to 12.
10 to 12.
Take too much of the day out. I'm pretty sure when we started, we were doing 7 to 11.
7?
Yeah. We after a while, I was like, no, that's not working out.
Yeah.
8. Then we moved. This was perfect. No, actually 9 to 11 is perfect.
Yeah, 9 to 11.
Actually, 11 to noon. That's perfect.
That's great right there.
Right into our
10
schedule.
to noon is perfect.
Noon to 1.
11:30 to 12:15. Good 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm a crack a noon guy. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm not. I hate getting up.
Still, I'm not used to the time change. I wake up and the sun's up, and I'm like, why is the sun up? I must be late. You know, but it's just the time change. Because it used to be dark when I woke up.
I was just telling him the other day, I was like, I don't understand people that can't get used to the time change. As soon as it happens, I'm already used to it. It's like, I mean, it's like my body isn't like, my body's not used to it. It's like, whatever. It's an hour. I mean, it's an hour.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Take a nap
So
in
you
hours.
It gets dark and you sit on the couch and it doesn't feel like it's fucking midnight when it's 6 o'clock to you.
That's the only thing. But most people.
That's the whole
That's
thing.
not the thing people act like they can't get used to. They act like their body can't get used to it. And I'm still tired
messed
from
me up,
and the people that do the jet lag. I'm still tired from jet lag. Just take a nap and then it's over. I don't know. I don't get that.
Genius.
Some common sense. Man. You could be on the Common Sense Commission.
I just don't. I mean, how it gets dark and all of a sudden, you're eating. It's like, man, what did we do before? All night long. You know, here it's only 6:30.
Show says, have you ever stayed up for an extra hour? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
Right. That's why I never understood people that act like it takes my body, 4 months to acclimate, and then it's ready to turn back the time again.
Maybe
like,
I wouldn't have any type of jet lag since I vary, 7 to 12 hours every night of what time I go to bed. Like I could go to bed some nights at like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. And then other nights I go to bed, 3 or 4 o'clock in a.m.
Probably why you can't go to sleep many nights.
Maybe. I'm just constantly jet lagged.
Yeah.
With no jet.
Here's one of the clickbait things. It says intuition test. Guess the number between 19 and 38. Only 1% of people get this right.
Do I have to guess already?
Okay. Now, when I just
27.
as I'm
I don't know.
What? I was going to ask your mom to guess too. Have you guessed?
Yeah, but you don't want me to say it, do you?
Sure, say it.
22.
Okay. 27. And I guessed 27, and it's 27.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if you're supposed to get any clues or not. Why when in the end it is 27.
Oh, I got it right?
And so I got it right too. It's like, well, how in the world did we get that right?
I don't know, but there
Was
are
that
other
just
people
luck?
that do that sometimes, and they'll say, guess a color, and then guess this. Now, is it this? And, mine's never right. I don't. I guess I don't.
Not a failed the test.
No, I don't guess the average whatever people would guess. I don't know.
I didn't think about it, or I didn't do the math. I took about 2 seconds to think about it. Is
Are
that
you
2
guys
seconds
going?
too long?
Are you in between? Are
Did I
you
think
going right in the middle?
Is it right? I don't know. Okay, what's it?
What was it?
It's a number between 19 and 38.
Okay.
And so that is 19. There's 19 numbers in between 19 and 38. So I don't know where we got the 27. But I don't know. Okay, let's see what bullshit that is. This minute long deal is. Okay. Okay.
Because 99% of people are stupid. That's the only.
And only guys like me and you in the 1% band.
I
Trace.
I start out life, as an adult, as a moron, and I might end up being the smartest person in the world.
I've heard many people
I mean,
say
it
that.
says
about
only
you, Trace.
1% get it right.
That's what
That means everybody guesses something. There's
But except guys
Probably
like 1%ers like me.
I mean,
and Trace.
there's 1% of the people that are going to guess 27.
But
that doesn't mean it's the right answer. It's just
no, but
you
it
could
is.
probably
But it
guess,
is the right answer.
But you could probably get 1% of the people that guess 33.
Yeah.
And
But
that could
I'm
be
just
the right
saying
answer.
it's weird because why would we both say 27 and get it right?
Super smart.
Are you gonna do it? So you gonna hold your hand on the paper for a minute?
Big Kahuna says there's only 19 choices, so.
So what?
So you
That's-
seem
I don't
like
know.
5% of people would have to get it right.
1 out of 9. I'm just saying it was weird that I immediately got it.
It's weird that two of you in the room would pick the same
Yeah,
number.
and without he would just like 27. Okay, is this lady just gonna hold her? This is a bunch of height. Just waiting for the end. Okay, there we go. 27. 27. 27. What does that mean? Why did we get it? Nobody will know. Just
don't
lucky.
know.
Just guess that both of us would guess the same thing.
Yeah.
Seems
People,
odd.
I think people are just stupid.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I mean, no, I don't want to say that.
Well, I mean, there's no intelligence in guessing it, really.
Yeah, I guess.
At all.
You could give Lauren a pen and paper. I don't think she could ever figure that question out.
But it's not. There's no.
You don't figure. There's no
It's
figuring.
just pure luck.
It's just guessing.
You're just guessing, right?
The between.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, the number is between 19 and what? 37 or 38.
Yeah.
There's no intelligence in it. You just got to pick a number. You get 19 numbers to choose from. You pick it. Trace thinks it's. I actually convinced him we were super intelligent. But
I don't know. I don't get it.
Do you get it or not?
Yeah, I get
it's just
it.
luck. Yeah.
It's just
okay.
luck.
Okay, I'm glad you get it.
What was it? 19 and what?
Pick a
38.
number between 19 and 38.
I sent you some videos and stuff on.
Which
On
one
the
do we
emails.
got? Boredom, Oreos, or hospital? Then we'll take a break after we do one of these stories, and then we'll come back and do the Sean Raz Karen.
Any of them. Do the Oreos. Whatever.
Make Oreos. This isn't a Sprite and pine needle deal, is it?
No. He's going to tell you how you'd make Oreos, like what nasty shit's in them.
From
All
scratch
right. Well, I
exactly?
was
What?
Nothing. Never mind. Let's not get into it.
All right, here we go.
First, we're gonna need glyphosate, a
Well, you
synthetic
start from the
herbicide that
beginning
we're
that
gonna
tells
spray
you
on
what
the.
he's doing.
Here's how to make Oreos from scratch exactly. First, we're gonna need glyphosate, a synthetic herbicide that we're gonna spray on the wheat, the soy, the corn, and even the cacao pod. Then we're gonna take this petroleum byproduct, guaiacol, and run it through glyoxylic acid oxidation, decarboxylation, and just like that, we made artificial vanilla flavor. Now, to make our Oreo cream, we're gonna crush some soybeans, wash the mash with hexane, a petroleum-derived solvent, heat it with a splash of water, and skim off the gummy middle layer. And that's our soy lecithin, basically to help make it smooth. Now we're not done with this, whatever that is. We're gonna filter, refine, deodorize, and bleach, and we just made soybean oil. Then we're gonna add sugar,
One of the
palm
craziest
oil, soy
things
lecithin,
is
artificial
petroleum. Like, I just how much everything is made. Like, how do
Yeah.
they make all prescription pills are made of
I don't even
petroleum, and
understand
that
what
just
that
doesn't
means.
quite
I don't
make sense
understand.
in my head.
How do you make drugs
How
out
do you
of
make all
out of
these drugs out
petroleum?
of fucking shit you run your fucking car on?
Right.
And why is it in everything? Oh, did you
Yeah.
hear about Campbell's?
The fake meat?
Fake 3D printed meat. And even, I checked it at home on the can. It does say
Engineered.
bioengineered meat.
I don't know if it's 3D printed. I think it's just bioengineered.
Yeah.
The guy did that. The guy was ranting and he was like,
Saying
just
it's
saying
for poor
3D,
people."
3D printed meat when he, but still, it's
it's
bioengineered, it's lab grown
bioengineered.
meat.
Ooh.
What's wrong? Why, everything's just so corrupt.
Yeah.
Every industry is just a money grubbing
Money,
bunch
money,
of
money, money,
mother
money.
effers.
Lauren takes my side sometimes, but there's other things she just doesn't give a fuck about. Like, I could never convince her to eat like an Impossible Burger. I'd never be able to do that, but I tell her, there's lab grown meat in Campbell soup, and she's like, well, I'm never gonna stop eating my Campbell soup. A cream of this, a cream of that.
Some people are weird that way.
So we're halfway through with the delicious ingredients of the Oreos.
Vanilla flavor and high fructose corn syrup that's great as a cheap sweetener but not so great for your liver. Give it a good whisk, fluff it up, and we just made our Oreo cream. Now to make our cookie, cocoa beans in the oven, remove the husk, a touch of potassium carbonate and blend. Then we're gonna add sugar, palm oil, baking soda, artificial vanilla flavor, flour, synthetic vitamins, splash of water, and give it all a good mix. Flatten shape into cookies and in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. Put it all together and that's Oreos. Send this to your friends who are addicted to Oreos and let me know, would you eat this crap? Yes, it's disgusting.
I bet he ate it. I bet he ate it.
He might have
I bet
eaten
he
it.
freaking
You
ate
gotta try it.
Gotta try
He
it.
definitely ate. He ate all of them. I'm telling you.
The corn in it.
He ate all of them. Shush,
See, look at that gasoline, petroleum, poison spraying on all your stuff, and people go nuts for it because they don't tell you everything.
It's all bad for you.
All right, let's take a break. Come back with the Sean Raz Karen of the day. And we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Hello. Yes, I was calling about that guy who was trying to name the street Cowshit Lane. Yes, sir. Well, who's this? Is this his neighbor? Yes, sir. Well, what's going on with that deal? I mean, what's up? Well, I had that sign taken down. Well, how can that be? He owns that street, don't he? Yes, sir. Well, it's his property, ain't it? Yes, sir. Well, why can't he name it whatever he wants? That street sign was public obscenity. I had it taken down. Well, yeah, but it's his property. I mean, if he owns it, he ought to be able to call it a fuck you lane if he feels like it. But not in my neighborhood. Well, I feel that's a violation of his fucking First Amendment rights. Well, I don't care. I mean, I'm with this guy. I own 2,000 acres just north of Tupelo, and I'm going to do some street naming of my own. Well, I'll get them signs taken down, too. What's your name, sir? My name's Ned. Ned what? Ned, shut the fuck up. I'm talking, boy. Look, I got 47 streets on my property. Sir? And I got some pretty creative names for them. Well, if they're obscene, I'll come down there and take them down myself. I got my dead grandma's Pussy Place, my asshole's Bleeding Boulevard. Sir. Moosecock Way. I'll take the damn signs down myself. Hey, you try that shit, you get your head blown off, boy. Hello? Hello? Yeah, how about Blow Me Boulevard? Sir? Yes. I got things to do. Dick Liquor Circle. You're really wasting my goddamn time. Hey, listen, don't get smart with me, boy. I'll kick the shit out of you. Yeah, I'll kick your ass. Oh, yeah? You tough guy? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you meet me at the corner of You Fuck Your Daddy and Like It Lane and shove it up your ass court, and we'll settle this man to man. You name the time and the place, and I'll be there. Is that right? That's right. Hello? Yes, listen, asshole. Quit bothering me. Since you're fixing to get your ass kicked, you'll need directions to my house. Ed? Take Highway 92 south till you come to Lick My Balls Lane. Sir? Take a right. Ed? 2 miles, go left on Jack My Dick Drive. Then right on Cocksucker Place, and that's... Hello? Hello? Listen, you backward-ass country fuck, why don't you just keep your nose out of other people's business? Kiss my ass. Fuck you. Suck my dick. Suck my dick? Well, what a coincidence. That's the street I live on. As a matter of fact, I got a song about that. We're gonna drive down to Suck My Dick Avenue. I sure do hope you swaller. Sir. Oh, we're gonna drive down to Suck My Dick Avenue. Hello? Hello? Now, little Christmas. It's a Christmas song. Clap your hands. Sing along. Christmas gives me a on. Who would have thought that the lights
lights and bows would make me horny. Christmas, I don't know, I guess I got a dirty mind. But when I see Santa ringing that bell, I want to mount him from behind. Christmas presents, Santa's got his sack. But thinking about this time of year, I get a Yuletide climb. Christmas gives me a on. Who would have thought that the lights and bows would make me horny? Christmas, sleigh bells, Santa's list is checked. And ever since December 1st, you know I've been erect. Christmas, milk and cookies, leave Santa some snacks. But I got a present just for you. I got a one-eyed elf inside my slack. Christmas gives me a on. Who would have thought that the lights and bows would make me horny?
Welcome back to ClusterF. Oh man, Freak Show said Trace always makes Lauren sound like a bitch. I hope not, because if I had to say one thing, it's that Lauren is the least bitchy woman in the world. At least to me. I guess she could be bitchy to other people.
Is she?
Not, maybe a little bit, you know. She kind of acts hard, you know.
I think she just likes to talk about.
She just likes to talk about being cool, and
but she's not. She's never been a bitch to me.
Never been, you know. And I'm just like, she kind of. I guess maybe she is a bitch to other people a little bit. I just get none of that.
That's all that matters.
What did you say that made her sound like a bitch?
I guess the thing about the Campbell soup, she says she'll eat the 3D printed meat.
That's not bitchy.
I didn't think so. I said, not, it's blah, blah. I don't know what he's saying. It's start out in the chat.
What?
What? It's freak. So I said, blank, not blank. Are you not reading it?
Redneck?
I don't know. It says blank, not blank.
Oh, he says, I said redneck, not bitch.
Oh. All right. That makes more sense.
It makes her sound like a redneck.
Maybe a little bit.
All right. Sean Raz, Karen of the Week. Here we go.
In this episode of Cop Cam Max, a young woman is about to receive a warning for a seatbelt violation. But then her mom arrives on the scene, and mom knows the law. And
they always do.
Oh, mom knows the law.
She's not going to...
All this over a seatbelt violation.
My mom didn't know the law the one time she pulled up. You know, all the times I had been pulled over before, I always just followed what the cop said. And it was the one time I finally was like, all right, I got nothing in the car. Let me see if I can exercise these rights. And he was like, can I search the car? And I said, do you have probable cause? And he's like I said, his fucking brain exploded. Like it was like,
yeah.
I told him.
I wasn't looking to piss off any cop.
It seemed like I told him I fucked his mom or something when I said that. And so he blew up and he didn't have probable cause. And then you pulled up and I guess he asked you, since the car was under your name when I was 18, it was. You gave him cause to search my car.
I was like, I guess. I didn't know.
Did he find anything?
No, but he was a real dick, and I should have said something to him because he opened like bags of Doritos that were sealed shut and just poured them on his seat like a true fucking asshole.
See, Nowadays, Donna would tell him to fuck off.
I
She's
don't
had
know.
enough to hear.
I mean,
with
I've never,
No, but you would not. You would not let him search the
My
car.
issue was they thought I had been stealing stuff from a construction site, and I just so happened to have a clock out time from my work saying that I had got off work 8 minutes ago. And I was like, this should end any question that I was doing anything, this you guys are here and have been investigating it for, they said 20-30 minutes, and so it happened 40 to 45 minutes ago, and I have a ticket saying I got off work. It might have been 10 minutes, but it was prior to this crime happening. I have proof that I was at work,
And it was
you're
only
gonna
because
continue to investigate me
he
because you
didn't-
want to find some drugs because you think I got some pot on me.
and it was because he took the lid off his trunk.
Well, yeah,
the
that
cover.
too.
So he's riding around in a car that screams, "Pull me over."
Did
he have doors at the time?
I did. I think at
I
this
don't
time
remember.
my trunk was off. There might have been doors. There was doors on it.
Yeah, I
only
think he had
doors off for
doors,
a
but he
couple
had
days.
the trunk lid off for some unknown reason. He thought it was cool. And it also happened to be like one of our old neighbor. He was redoing a house, and it was his house. And he was like, it wasn't Trace. Some other little dirtbag that lived down the street there.
Yeah, I could tell you who it was.
Yeah.
But I
Warning for a
wasn't. I also
seatbelt.
wasn't trying to be a narc. I was like, in my head, I was like, I'll tell you who it was, and I was like, oh, don't be a narc. Narcs are the worst.
Not if it gets you out of something.
Violation.
doing anything
But then
wrong.
her mom arrives on the scene, and mom knows the law, and she's not going to sit back while the police let her daughter off with a mere warning.
Hello, how you guys doing today?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Pulled you over today because she did not have her seatbelt on and that cracked the windshield, all right? You have your ID on you, ma'am? No. You don't? No. Okay, well, you have to identify yourself because I watched you put your seatbelt on, okay? Why don't you step out, ma'am, okay?
What does that
I'm getting
mean?
asked to step out.
You have to step out.
Could you have your driver's license as well?
What'd you say?
What does that mean? You have to identify yourself because I watched you put your seatbelt on.
So she's going to give her a warning. So she has to identify herself so she can get the warning, I think.
Well, I'll just step on out.
Why am I stepping out though?
Why don't you have a seat?
Okay, come here.
Can you step out of the vehicle for me? Thank you. You have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna pat you down, okay? You just turn for me. Thank you.
I mean, that's a
appreciate it.
little uncalled for in my
Pat
book.
somebody down.
Pat
for
someone
a
down because they
seatbelt
didn't have their
violation?
seatbelt on. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what's your name, ma'am?
This is your car? Your mom's. Okay.
Did he already give you your driver's license? Okay. All right, sounds good. Thank you. All right, just come back to the passenger side. Just come back to the window. Thank you. Copy one out of Illinois. What are y'all doing today?
None of
We
your
were
business.
just going to meet my mom at Circle K,
Okay.
so she could buy me a soda.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna give you a verbal
She
warning.
doesn't even have a dollar
with
for
the
a
seatbelt.
soda. Gonna meet my
understand
mom
Buy
at
me a
Circle K
soda.
so she can buy me a soda.
I was so broke one time. I spent an hour looking around my house for change to buy a Polar Pop, and I got the biggest 44-ouncer, and then pulled out of the Circle K, and it spilt all over my car.
Oh man.
Frustrating, but there's no reason to catch an attitude. You know.
My bad.
Yeah,
You're
there
good.
is.
You're all good. What is your guys' relation with each other?
We're just friends.
Just friends. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Why
Once
do
I
they
get these
need to know
returns, I'll explain the same to him and everything. But just make sure you wear your seatbelts.
All right. For a full attitude.
You're good. You're good.
I'm so sorry.
We all got our stuff going on. It's all good.
What do you have the car for? You don't have to get out
Ma'am.
of the car. You don't
Ma'am,
have to
ma'am,
get out of the car.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Don't walk up on the stop.
Ma'am.
You have no authority on this stop.
Yeah, this is my mom.
It doesn't matter.
But I want her to be around me, so it does.
She don't step up on the stop.
It
Start
doesn't matter.
giving orders, okay?
You need to go
Don't
back to your
happen.
vehicle right now.
Don't
Oh,
matter.
no, I don't. I
You're
know
going to
my
be
rights.
arrested. You're going to be arrested.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I cannot
Yes,
be
you can.
arrested.
I'm going to give you one more
No,
warning.
no, she cannot.
She knows. She knows.
Oh yeah.
Still
This
got
is
her
all
still got
just
her Publix deli apron on.
uncalled for.
Hold on, me. Hold on.
Not.
Let go. Quit.
What?
Go. Stop.
Well,
Lexi, stop. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Thanks, Mom.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
Mom
Stay
solved
in
that.
the car.
I mean, she was already almost done with her verbal warning and everything. She was about to leave until Mom showed up.
I mean, I think it's just all uncalled for because of a seatbelt. You know, but I would never do that. I'm not going to just keep walking when the cops say,
Well, yeah.
quit walking up to the car, because I'd be afraid I'm going to get shot or something, you know?
And how about when they
And
say
I
you're going to
wouldn't-
get arrested? What would you say?
I wouldn't.
Would you say, I'm not going to get arrested?
No, I would not say that.
Still,
I,
it's
would,
one of my-
I wouldn't walk up to the car for one thing.
One of my favorite videos when they tried to make sure you may say that you can't drink a beer and got to wear your seatbelt on your way home from work in a small town. And they interviewed people about it, and the one lady's like, this is borderline goddamn communist country.
Good old days.
So you can't drink beer and your kids got to wear a seatbelt? It's a fucking communist country.
Babe, they're putting handcuffs on me because I walked up here. They got Lexi on the ground. Threw her on the ground. Call the call. Get a f***ing video up here now. Now.
Call the cops. Do they know who they're dealing with?
That's why she was out of the car.
Call the cops.
Call the cops.
They'll be here real soon.
I mean, they should have been like, well, you know, we are the cops, right?
I have to be out of the car. Bro, this lady told me I could not walk up here. You just threw me on the f***ing ground. No.
I had to, yeah.
No, bro. Now she's illegally searching me.
I'm searching you incident to arrest.
You're in trouble.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
This ground with this, bro.
Why did they
Should've
why did
boxed
they
her.
handcuff the girl?
Alexi, shut up.
I don't know. Maybe she was, when they were starting
Getting in with
to
her
arrest
mom.
her mom, like she was getting into it.
Yeah.
I know our rights.
That time here.
And I have an attorney. I promise you, this is here. Big Drew, come get my vape and shit.
He's like, I'm not walking up on
Yeah.
that. And then I'm going to end up in handcuffs.
Please call my daughter. Big Drew, get on my phone at 0000.
There you go.
I need to hang on. I have a bad knee.
Okay, take your time.
Who's Big Drew?
The guy in the
Big
car.
Drew's the guy driving the car, and he's like, he's the only smart one. He's like, I'm just sitting there right here.
Yeah.
I'm doing nothing.
It's like, quit yelling at me, bitch. This is the only time I don't have to listen to her.
Yeah, take them both to jail.
And that key is mine too.
Is that what you call your boyfriend?
Big Drew.
I don't like y'all. Y'all some bitch, bro.
Stop. Let's calm down.
Okay, so do you understand why you're in cuffs right now?
No.
Okay.
Because y'all wanted to sit there.
I asked your mother to step away. Whenever
don't have
she
to
did
step
not
away.
step away, I
don't
was
have
going
to
to put her
step
in
away.
cuffs, and then you interfered. That's why
She
you're
don't
on
have
the
to step
ground.
away.
And that's why you're being
She don't have
arrested
to. Okay.
right
She don't have to step away. You threw me on
Why
the
do
ground.
these
I'm hurt.
people think
These
you have any
people
property
are
in the
so
vehicle?
emphatic about their knowledge
that you're
of the
allowed to
law.
just get up on, you know, they have to do that in case someone has a gun or, you know.
You know, I guess it's why it ends up on the Karen list. You know, these are the dumbest of the dumbest they pull
dumbest
over.
of the dumb.
But they all seem to know their rights. You know,
But they
I don't
don't.
want to feel like an idiot thinking I kind of know my rights, but I always know they're wrong.
Yeah. They have an algorithm that tells them how wrong they are, but they're right. I don't even understand it.
Bro, my vape is getting to Big Drew. That's it.
It's all she cares about is her vape.
Big Drew.
Yeah, those
can have
things
my
are-
vape.
She
That's
can afford a
it.
vape, but she can't afford a fountain soda.
I had to quit
is
those
so
things. I've never
fucking
done
tight.
anything
This
so
is hurting.
addictive in my life.
Vapes?
Yeah, I couldn't, you know, it's nicotine, which kind of gives you it's like a slight upper, you know? And I just could never sleep because I was like, I need one more hit of my vape laying, you could smoke it in bed, you know, because it's not a fucking cigarette. And I'd sit there all night, and then my teeth started to hurt. And I started to have a hard time breathing. And like right now, like I still smoke cigarettes, but like if I run out of cigarettes, Like, it's fine. I'm like, I'll get another pack tomorrow. Like, if I lost my vape or my vape ran out of batteries, it was like a panic situation for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, my vape is out. Like, it was bad.
So
man.
those are bad.
They gotta be bad for you.
So they took cigarettes, which are incredibly addicting, and said, "How can we make them more addicting?"
Yeah, and
They
fool
did.
the people
They
into
did.
thinking that they're better than cigarettes,
Yep.
that they're better for them than cigarettes. you know?
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you really try to look up and figure out. I've heard of people getting the super organic. I know it's made from this and this maybe in your vape, but I think half of those are just fucking shit made in China. That who knows what the fuck they could be putting straight poison in them. This is a fucking country that doesn't like us making things that we inhale and trying to make a profit off of it.
Yep.
Just shows you how it's all fake. If we weren't in it together with China, they'd be poisoning us with other vapes. How easy would that be?
So easy.
So easy. That's like the chemtrails. If you wanted to poison the American population, wouldn't there be an easier way than flying planes, 30,000 feet in the air, dispersing chemicals randomly?
Yeah, I don't know.
Put a few drops of fentanyl in the water supply.
Bro, get up.
Get up.
Don't hand them none of my shit. Don't hand them none of my shit.
She's been yelling at him to
What
come
is a
get
good
his
phone number
stuff.
for you?
Can I get in the car with my mom?
Stop.
That can get to Big Drew too, right? That's my
She just said don't be handing him my shit.
Alrighty.
Big Drew said, "Man, I
Big
just want to go
Drew's
home,
chilling.
get a soda."
Do you have any questions for me?
He's gonna be like, "Yeah, can I get some money to get a soda?"
I
my
hear ya.
mom and my
Is any
wife.
property-
Yeah, she was gonna buy us both a couple of big gulps.
Can you get that 75 cent out of her pocket?
Can hear hers? No. All right. You're free to leave, sir. Yep.
You better get the fuck out of there,
He's doing-
man.
he's gonna
I'm
do a
getting
trace
outta here.
burnout for sure.
Thanks, you.
Saw the name, figured I'd come over, drove by, and
Do you know him?
yeah, they're always like this, no matter.
He's always been cool.
Yeah, this is on par for the course.
They're always like
And
this.
so, usually what'll happen is they're trying to call somebody. They'll call Dad, and then Dad will get even louder, and he'll want to really get amped up. But
Let's get
yeah,
this
what do you
wrapped
need
up
with
before
us?
Dad shows up.
Yeah, I guess get out of here.
Transport her. Do you
If,
want?
yeah,
He
if
ain't
you
no
was able
Big
to
Drew.
Transport her, and then probably a supplemental, obviously.
Do you want her transported to your facility?
Yeah.
So are they
So
always
instead of a
going to
warning
jail?
for not wearing a seatbelt, the
Huh?
So they're always going to jail?
That's what it seems like. This is their MO.
daughter was charged
I mean, she
with
was.
the
I
class
thought she
A.
was
And they know
talking to
their
her.
rights. They always end up in jail even though they know their rights. What are you saying?
I thought she was talking to her mom over the phone, and she said, "Don't be rude."
Yeah.
And then she showed up and was rude as shit.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
first thing your mom said. Don't be rude.
Misdemeanor of obstructing a police officer.
Are you his first sergeant?
He's actually my captain. What's your date of birth, Donna?
Can I have my attorney? Is your camera on?
It is.
Okay.
You see the red?
My birthday is 55. May I
Thank you.
have my attorney?
I'm not asking you any incriminating questions, so you don't need your attorney. What's a good phone number for you, Donna?
Donna, let me explain something really simple to you.
Okay, I asked a question.
Donna, listen to him.
Let me explain something to you. The longer you delay this, the longer I'm going to put you and sit in that cell. And I can hold you in that cell for 48 hours. Right.
You're going to be arrested. You're going to be arrested.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
The mom was
No,
charged
I'm not.
with and pleaded guilty to obstructing a peace officer. But let's hope she learned two valuable lessons. One, the police can legally order someone out of the car during a traffic stop. And two, she shouldn't treat an armed officer the same way she treats the assistant manager at Taco Bell. Don't forget to like.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't quite
Was that
grasp Taco Bell anymore, man. Like, we went there yesterday.
Wait, was that an insult to the Taco Bell assistant manager?
I think it was a bad joke
It's a bad joke, yeah.
about Taco Bell. I just can't, I went there A family of 4, man. You know, I'm sitting there looking at the menu and trying to, you know, we stopped at Circle K and got, 79-cent Polar Pops. So we didn't buy a drink there because they're, $3 or $4.
Yep.
It's an extra $10 for a family of 4. So we stopped, we got chips from a different store. We got drinks from a different store. Just got a couple tacos and burritos for the family. It was $45, and I was just like, man, that would have been
$10 each.
It would have been $55 if we didn't stop and get drinks somewhere else.
Yeah.
And every time I'm just like, we don't go out too much to fast food like we used to. It ain't no big deal once a week to go get some fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But it kind of fucking is, and it ends up being $55.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And we were there for quite some time. And this, kind of maybe slightly art out drug addict ordered right after us and was talking to us the whole time. And we fucked up because Lauren, for whatever, was fake choking me out when he walked in. And I just pointed at him like, you saw that, right? And then Lauren was like, domestic violence is common in Taco Bell. We'll be all right. And that just started him conversating
telling
with
y'all
us
about his domestic
for
violence
20 fucking minutes about Thanksgiving and him cooking turkey. It's just like, there's a couple times where I was like, all right, he's done talking to us. And then he turned right back around. How was your Thanksgiving? I'm like, oh, God. I was not loving it. It was
the worst.
Oh, just, bad small talk with a art out guy that looks like that one guy from Workaholics with the rap van.
Yeah.
He, kind of had a wonky eye and looked just like that guy. I'm just like, oh, God, this guy's pretty interested in talking to us now. And it just felt like our Taco Bell was never going to be ready.
You mean the rape van, right?
But he was supposed to be a rap van. And he either spelt rap wrong or it just said it was his rap van, but it looked like a rape van. It had rap van written on the side. Pretty funny concept.
Did you see that fire in Hong Kong?
Aren't the volcanoes going crazy?
I thought it was. That's what Ned's name. Sorry, I thought it said grape van too. I thought it was grape, and they had somehow the G was messed up, and so it said rape.
It's
when the door was open, it would cover the G or something.
Yeah, that's it. 83 people dead, 300 missing. Ooh. That's a lot. It's burned for hours and hours.
Did they collapse?
And you know what, Trace?
Yes.
None of them collapsed.
Oh, no. I'm not saying. I'm just asking. Just asking.
It's burning all day, all night.
Is that 3 buildings on fire?
It's several. It looks like several buildings on fire.
They were trying to make a point.
Yeah.
4? 1, 2.
I don't know if this one's on fire.
How would they all be on fire? What's going on?
I don't know. It's Hong Kong. They said it was fueled by bamboo scaffolding. I guess this is the bamboo scaffolding.
It sounds primitive. It's probably better than what we got here. Yeah, more efficient or something.
Yeah.
But how could it be in all those different buildings? That doesn't seem right.
Gojira! Oh. I can't resist. I can't resist.
That's a good explanation.
So yeah, at least two of them are on fire. I mean, that's fire. It looks like fire
on every
from
floor,
top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Didn't collapse.
They crumbled down upon themselves in their own weight trace. They imploded, just like the Twin Towers.
Oh,
No.
But they didn't get hit by a plane. Oh, wait, neither did Bill and Tom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Buildings are strong, bro. Like, I don't get how buildings aren't, falling down every day when you have a fucking earthquake. Like, if a lot of the big skyscrapers don't fall down.
I mean, they allegedly, they've built them Nah, I mean within the last 30 or 40 years, where they can move with the earthquakes.
Yeah, they get these big rubber things built in. It's crazy. I've seen how they make
How
them.
terrifying.
I don't know if they'd survive like an 8 or a 9.
No, I don't think they say they're rated to like a 7 or 8 magnitude earthquake. But wasn't there a bunch of volcanic activity and what's it called? In Ethiopia and Hawaii and a bunch of other places.
When? We're just like
this weekend,
this
I think
weekend?
yesterday.
Are you all
a lot
right,
of
babe?
seismic activity and
Let's see, it'd be volcanic activity.
What I got?
First time in 12,000 years, sudden volcanic eruption in Ethiopia. International Volcano Monitoring Senators have confirmed that the activity at Haile Gubi volcano has completely stopped since. Okay, so now it's stopped.
I just heard about a couple volcanoes were erupting, I thought, or some type of seismic activity that.
Here's Guatemala's volcano. Yeah, Guatemala's volcano here, right here.
Oh,
Ooh,
that man,
I
that
don't
looks
know.
pretty cool.
I don't know if I'm standing there.
I'm trying to leave the state. Like I'm trying to get hundreds of miles away from this. I am not standing right there. I mean, a small eruption and you could be getting fucking magma in your fucking face right there, man.
A big eruption and you're vaporized. Vaporized Mount St. Helens style. These people got balls. Or they're just idiots. Wow, look how high they are.
They don't even
Jesus
see it.
God.
They're just what is going on here? I guess they climbed that fucking mountain. They're like, well, we're already fucking here. Ain't nothing we can do about it now.
See, it looks. I mean, doesn't it look like the lava has just started to
It
pour
looks
out?
like it. Like, oh, can only get. It's gonna take me an hour to get down this mountain anyway.
Yeah,
might as well enjoy it.
Might as well enjoy the view.
Are they above the clouds? Am I seeing something?
Yeah, they're way above the clouds.
What? Really? What's the air got to be like
crazy.
up there?
Talking thin air.
So yeah, there is some volcanic activity going on, Trace.
There is. The poles could be about to flip.
One of the, you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose.
I mean, yeah.
Or maybe it'll never happen in your lifetime, and you're lucky.
I always asked my teachers in school, if the Earth, came to a stop suddenly, would everything get fucked up? And they always went in a weird roundabout way of answering it and not being able to answer it right. I can answer it now that I'm an adult. Yes, it would fuck everything up. Going from 1,000 miles an hour to 0 real quick would destroy everything on the fucking planet. Why couldn't they, my teachers in high school,
Maybe
answer
they
that fucking
didn't know.
I
question?
don't want to tell you that, Trace.
It's pretty easy one. What are you playing?
So, some flip cup from the party, I think.
Oh, Flip Cup. Wow, where else did I play Flip
That was
Cup?
fun. I don't know. Where else did you play?
I don't know. I was too cool for Flip Cup when I was playing. Nobody could touch me. I wasn't trying hard enough, I think. Oh, you got me a real bad one.
They should have just let her have it. She had her cup flipped the wrong way.
I was gonna let it slide.
Is there a different video? Or are they the same
Yeah,
one?
that was. Yeah, it's I wouldn't send the same.
Oh, we're playing. I kind of like that version of Flip Cup, where you got I can deal without the music, the dancing, but to where one person wins,
Yeah.
at the very end, it sucks for the person who gets out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But it's fun. They're both fun. Either you play as a team or play as an individual.
Yeah, it's so, oh God. And then they played, beer pong afterwards.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody screaming or having a good time there.
Beer pong is not.
Oh, it's the worst. There's nothing worse than when people start getting those cups out and setting them in that fucking triangle. I'm just like, oh, ruin the fucking party.
Party's over.
This was, I think, Berlin and Trisha were left. The only two left. When the music stops, you gotta flip.
That little Thanksgiving flip cup action.
Yeah.
What is this one, babe? It says I got a hospital or boredom. Or boredom. Boredom.
I forget what the hospital. Oh, it says what hospitals used to be. Yeah, do the hospital one. They're both good, but
Okay, I'm playing both.
Oh, my toe itches. Gosh, these shoes, where'd you get these at?
I forget.
I like the look of them.
Yeah, me too.
They were completely falling apart, though. I don't know if it's my strong
Your
feet again.
Strong feet.
Or what.
No matter what you get traced,
The
they fall.
soles keep falling off. I've lost all
What?
Oh, look at that. They're currently falling apart.
You haven't had them that long.
No, look.
Where?
See, I'm not lying.
Oh, yeah.
They don't make them like they used to, man.
All my shoes fall apart pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's normal. I was, do they still sell K-Swiss shoes?
Case what?
K-Swiss?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I haven't seen them in a while. Maybe I don't go to a place that would carry K-Swiss shoes.
Yeah.
But I've quit wearing K-Swiss shoes since I started radio. Just the money hasn't been in there. But I used to get those, and I'm like, man, I need to get me some, decent shoes, just because my feet kind of starting to hurt. I'm like, maybe it's just, these really shitty shoes I'm always buying that don't have good soles in them.
Yeah.
Maybe if I got a decent, well, they used to be $50-$60. Does that mean they're going to be $120 now for a pair of K-Swiss shoes?
Maybe.
Do they exist?
I don't feel like more expensive shoes held up much better.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't. I mean, I'm going through a lot of shoes, buying the cheap ones. They fall apart pretty quick.
They got K-Swiss here for $41.
Gout rot. That's what horrible rot says.
Gout's rotting the shoes out from under them.
That uric acid sweating through my feet.
Yeah. It's rotten.
So
your shoes.
K-Swift is still around, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I used to also work right next to Bell's Outlet, I think,
Yeah.
so I go over there and
it was just a Bell's.
Bell's.
And those were, they had good shoes there.
I like those shoes.
All right, here's
All
it.
right. Watch that.
Pre-1900s, before the Rockefellers took over, all doctors were holistic, and this is what the hospitals offered.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Yeah, or some
for a couple of hours.
Here, back that up. I was going to say somebody should read what's at the top of those.
Well, there's two things. This is like holistic stuff, and a lot of people try it. It's what we used for hundreds of thousands of years, and we've only been using petroleum-based medicine for 100 years or whatever it is, maybe 200. And you try it, and nothing ever works. Like you go to a fucking herbal shop or whatever and get the stuff. But if you dive a little bit deeper, you realize that these things aren't even, you're like, they're selling the flowers that's supposed to be good for you or whatever. But like they've done something to them to make them not work like they're supposed to.
They probably
or they grow
did.
them in a way that even if you get, this organic, super, supposed to help you drug from what is it called? holistic. You know, it's just not even what
They
it's
probably
supposed
did
to
do
be.
that a long time ago. They said if we're
A
going to make
long
these
time
drugs,
ago.
we got to make these natural cures not work. That's what they.
'Cause there's no money in that.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what linen sheets,
Linen sheets.
sun decks on top of the copper cups, light therapy, honey, herbal elixirs, open windows, herbal tea, homeopathy.
Pre-1900s before the
And everybody died, though.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe not everybody.
I don't know.
But I mean, did they really have beds up out in the sun on top of the?
During the Spanish flu in the early 1900s, they would keep the patients outside and give them sunlight. It's like everybody feels better when they're out in the sun. It's a no-brainer. That's just the wrong one.
What's the deal with people? Like somebody said Black Friday deals, and what's the deal with people buy kind of their own Christmas gifts now? You know, a lot of people I hear, going shopping for other people, end up buying themselves everything they wanted for Christmas.
That's what they do now. They've been doing that for years.
It's only been going on for a few years. I remember as a kid, it didn't seem like that, but now, I asked Lauren. That's one thing I asked Lauren for Christmas was a pair of maybe some K-Swiss shoes that are decent. And I'm going to have a hard time not just going out and buying them before Christmas. I'm like, just
And look how long you've waited. I think you can wait 3 more weeks.
3 weeks. I'm sure there's a pair of shoes around here somewhere. One in the laundry room, I think, are yours.
These will be they'll make it. I kind of like them.
Yeah, I do too. I'll look at them.
I mean, they say the biggest expense is people buying gift cards. It's like I never got that. It's like basically I'm just giving you money.
You're just exchanging money.
Yeah, it's like that's no fun.
The money that you can only spend at one place. Here's some cash, but you can only use it at Applebee's.
Yeah. Yeah. What's this one? What did it say?
Said a boredom.
Oh, okay.
Where's the dang deal? There it is.
The biggest change in teenagers over the last decade is that the default state of teenage psychology used to be boredom and now is anxiety. A high school teacher said this, and I'm curious if any of you out there have worked with teenagers over the long term. Have you observed this to be true? Because every once in a while a post will go viral on social media where somebody younger will ask old guys like me, what did you used to do for fun before the internet and smartphones and video games existed? Didn't you get bored out of your mind? And yes, we did. I didn't get into that much trouble as a kid, but every time I did, it was because of boredom. Keep in mind, when I was very young, the television only had 3 broadcast channels, and there was no such thing as watching video on demand. You watched whatever was on. So as you became a teenager, it's not just that boredom was the dominant state of your mind, it's that boredom was the great motivator. We didn't go out and run around the woods by our house because we thought it was keeping us in shape. It was boredom. Boredom drove us to go out and try things. Not always productive things either. One day we spent the whole day trying to find something out there we could set on fire. But boredom is absolutely what got me started writing. It's what motivated me to get my first job. It's what motivated me to go off to college, because the small town where I grew up in, there just weren't things to do around there. I was bored. I thought that place was boring. I wanted out.
I think this guy is
and this
boring.
is the part that I think people really don't understand.
He's got a lot of life was very boring for this guy.
Well, he's saying that's why kids aren't motivated today to do anything, because they're not bored. They have constant stimulation on their phones, and that's what they have to have.
Yeah.
And if they were bored, they might go out and get a job.
Do something.
They might go out and get their driver's license.
And what the thing is, they're actually in reality are bored, because there's nothing more boring than sitting around scrolling your phone.
It's different. I think it's completely manufactured do what it's doing.
Mhm.
It's a complete mind control device.
Pretty
that
amazing.
We've fell for,
Boy,
you
we've-
know, completely, 100%.
100% fell for
Trying to
it.
think of the term they use for that. But
They're good at what they do. They know exactly what they're doing. They did it to a T.
You know,
Damn.
I mean, I would
And when
never
we
go
talk-
to a party and be like, you know, they're using these things to control our mind because you seem like a crazy person.
Yeah.
But
They
I
are.
think it's what they did, and they pretty much nailed it, you know.
Talk about how Gen Z isn't really living their lives because of anxiety, that they're too anxious to ask each other out on dates, or they're too scared to go out and learn new hobbies, or even to make friends. It's not that we weren't anxious back then. I went to the doctor as a kid for my anxiety. I used to get physically ill from it. It's just that to
You're right. This guy's a weirdo.
He is, yeah.
overcome
But
that
he
barrier
overcame it.
took something very, very powerful. And that powerful thing was boredom. So having a world where it's actually a lot of fun to spend time alone, where there's infinite media you can consume on demand, there's definitely a trade-off there. Because everything that I am, everything that I know how to do is the result of a young version of me trying to avoid being bored. The biggest...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I sent you a video, and I hope it's the right one. I just had to find it with headphones on from Eddie Murphy in the documentary I watched about him, but I think it's the right video. It's
A
pretty good.
documentary about Eddie
It's
Murphy.
the first one. It should be that one. Yeah, Eddie Murphy documentary. I kind of liked it.
I used to have that OCD when I was a kid. I didn't know what it was. I would go and check the stove in the kitchen, make sure all the gas was off in the kitchen, right? And I'd lay down for about, 5 minutes, and I would get back up and go back in the kitchen and look at the stove again and check all the gas. And I'd go back into bed and lay there for about 5, 10, and then get back up and go look at the stove and make sure all the gas was off. And I'd go back to bed, lay for another 10 minutes and get back in. This went on for maybe like an hour. And I did that every night. Every night. And I just say, that's just some weird shit that I do. And my mother, nobody knew this was going on. And I used to make a goofy sound. I used to go, do that all the time. That's stupid. You're sitting there watching TV going, Then one day I was watching the news, and they did something on OCD, and it was like, oh, that's what I be doing shit like that. I said, oh, that was like, oh, my mental illness. It was like, what? And when I saw that it was like some mental illness shit, I made myself stop doing it. It was like, I'm not doing it no more. I thought I was weird. I didn't know I had some mental.
I think a lot of people need to hear this.
I think they do.
You can just stop doing something, right?
Stop doing it.
Illness? Fuck that. I ain't have no mental illness, my ass. And I forced myself to stop doing it. I check the gas every night still. But every now and then I'll check it twice. And say, oh, motherfucker, we ain't starting that shit again.
Oh, I thought that was pretty good.
It's true. It's true. All right, we're done for the day.
Stop that shit.
What? I ain't got no mental illness.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Where everybody's got mental illness now, though.
And then
'Cause they were told.
And their parents just perpetuate it.
Yep.
You know?
Enabled it. They enabled it.
Doctors are just need to
Yeah.
start going to jail or something. I mean, they're just medicating everybody for profit.
For profit.
Convincing people that they have mental problems to get them on medicine. But when a doctor tells you got a mental problem, you believe it.
Yeah.
On that note.
Yeah, Ned's Navy said, sounds like he needs an electric stove.
Yep. All right, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock for more ClusterF. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.
All right. See ya.